What's going on, everybody? Anthony here, 𝗕𝗘𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗘. We are on episode 8 of the Unnamed Show. What is today's name of the show, Miguel?
Two guys and a show.
Two guys and a show.
I don't know.
I don't know how I feel about that one, bro.
I don't know. But listen, that intro, though, love it. Love that intro.
Appreciate, man. Appreciate. We will have some people joining us. P-Rock should be here shortly.
I got people asking for a duck race already.
Oh, yeah. Everybody wants a duck race. Everybody wants a duck race, but we don't have anything.
I know. I don't have
to do a race for.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, I'm not sure, guys. I am not sure. But P-Rock should be joining us soon, and so should Leo. Mario cannot make it this evening, so he misses out on his own hot button topic. How we do that? Do we even talk about it?
How does that even happen? How does that even happen?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Bring on the ducks. Two guys and a teacup.
No.
Oh shit, man. Oh, that's pretty funny, man. I'll say what's up to everybody here while we're waiting. P-Rock should be here in just a moment. Joda in the house. Collectors mount up. Hey, that's a good one too. It's like regulators,
collectors
man.
Mount up. That's pretty dope. I like that.
Yeah, that one's not bad.
Yeah, but no more collectors, man. Everybody, even my show's collectors something. There's collectors enabled. There's collectors assembled. There's collectors. Oh my god, I'm so many. So collectors is a little rough, right? Because you're right. It is kind of. It is what it is. Episode. Yep.
Yeah. Dinesh also in the house. What is good, man? Luis, yes, RoboCop, my friend. I'm going backwards, so we'll see how this works. Selected collector also in the house. Christian Detour Collections, my man. Punisher XS, the best intro that I've seen ever on a channel. Well, thank you.
It's so dope,
my man. I appreciate it so much. Charlie Unicorn, I'm beginning to think Anthony has an unhealthy obsession with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Dude, maybe.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nah, man, he was one of the back in the day, man. Late bloomer also in the house, dude. What is up, Ash Chase? Hope your leg is better. Top Gun, I love it. City Rider, hit that like button. Absolutely, guys. Let's hit that right now while we're in the beginning. Die Hard, yes. Rocky, Predator, you guys know it. Roadhouse, my man's, yeah, man. Oh man, Patrick Swayze, dude. Point Break, I love that shit too. AJ in the house, what is good, my man? We got 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗠𝗘 as well. Look on Chuck Norris's face when he fires that rocket.
I got a bone to pick with him.
With Chuck Norris?
No, 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗠𝗘.
Oh, what's up?
Did he have 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗠𝗘? Did you have? Yes, I'm talking to you. Did you used to have your thumbnail with your picture and like Goku's gi on? Was that you before you changed it? Let me know in the comments.
I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was. Bob Dylan also in the house. The 80s taught me that everything will explode if you shoot at it enough.
Yeah, except unless you're a stormtrooper.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true too, man. Bendu in the house. Good evening, my friend. What's up with you as well? Charlie the Unicorn. We got collector number 1.
Oh, it wasn't 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗠𝗘. All right, cool.
Hell yeah, my friend X-Men for life. 100%, man. If I miss anybody, my apologies. I know we got some more people coming in right now. Tremble Dust also in the house. What's up, dude? Where is P-Rock? Well, P-Rock's not here, but anyway, how are things with you, my friend?
He's gonna be late. Listen, yeah, 𝗕𝗘𝗢𝗠𝗘, it's not you then. Sorry, you're still cool. All right, so guys, listen. I want to know the beef now, though. Nah, man, I just had some dude. I thought it was you. I can't remember who it is. I think it's Doc McMuffin or whatever the fuck that guy is. Doc McMuffin. You got a guy that follows you called Doc McStuffin or something. I don't know. But anyway, he was in my group and then he left. I was a little upset. But anyway.
Oh, I don't know.
Anyway.
I don't know Doc McMuffin. Give me beef.
Anyway. So listen.
That's awesome.
So guys, tomorrow, right? We have this huge episode on Toy. Yes, Doc McNizzle, that guy. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, there's no real beef. But anyway, so tomorrow, big deal for Iron Studios and Toy Quest 101 and the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. If you guys grew up in the 90s and was a Power Rangers fan, tomorrow is their 30-year anniversary reunion that goes on Netflix, and because of that, Iron Studios sent us the entire line of 9 statues for us to unbox tomorrow on the show. The show came out super dope, and here's a sneak peek at Alpha 5, guys. Here we go.
Oh, that's kind of cool, huh? For the Power Ranger guys out there, I know there's some of them in the chat. A little after my time, but those look pretty dope, dude.
My camera sucks, but that is the it's Alpha 5 there. But yeah, guys, so if you guys like this, definitely tomorrow check it out, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All 9, bro. The Zordon is ridiculous. It lights up. It creates this huge diorama, and on top of that, guys, Iron Studios gave me a huge discount that's stackable, and right now Iron Studio has a progressive discount. If you get all 7 Power Rangers, they give you 40%, plus you can use my discount on top of it, and it gives you 50% off all 7 of the Power Rangers, which is super unheard of, super dope. People have been getting them by the group, and yeah, man, so if you up for that, definitely get it. But huge tomorrow for Power Rangers as a whole. I'm excited to release that episode for you guys. It's gonna be fun, man.
That'll be cool, man. Yeah, I added them to the cart just to see too, bro, and it was like $700 for like everything.
Bro. And they usually run 150 each, so that's a lot of money off for sure.
Yeah, that was pretty freaking crazy, dude. I was like, damn. Little Split says, all I know is I'm hungry for a McDonald's McMuffin right now. Hell yeah, man. That's fucking funny, dude. Nash Chase, dude, thanks so much, dude, for that $5 bomb. Dude, he says, yeah, my legs are 100% better. Much love, kind thoughts, everyone. No more crutches, dude. Hell yeah, man.
Let's go.
Thank you so much, and I'm glad you're feeling a lot better, dude. Yeah, Dokinator's ready to watch it at 2 a.m.
Hold on. He said, Oilers, how about they give me Lady Deathstrike, Spiral, and Sauron for like $100 shipped? Love those. So to answer that, if they ever do a flash sale on any of their items and it's in stock, my discount is stackable with them, guys. So you guys know where to find me if you ever see that on Iron Studio. I try to keep up with everybody to try to help, but sometimes, you know, there's too many people. If you see something on Iron Studios that's in stock and on sale, hit me up. You can have my code. Really don't care.
Hell yeah.
Help you guys. So yeah, so to answer your question, if Sauron and them actually go on there and they're discounted, hands down, let me know.
That would be dope. That would be dope. Mario's in the chat. Sorry, I can't stick around. Still grinding at work. What's
unacceptable? Unacceptable.
I know. Work. What? Power Rangers aren't your time. I don't know what he's talking about. I think Power Rangers came out when I was like 13.
Bro, it's 93. They're definitely your time.
I didn't watch that shit at 13, bro. At 13, I was doing other stuff.
Like what?
Like, you know, getting in trouble and women and concerts and all sorts of stuff.
At 13, bro?
Hell yeah, I was a troublemaker,
What's
man.
Going to a concert for at 13?
At 13, bro. My first concert, I was 10, bro. It was Metallica at 91.
The fuck? Did you go in through the back door?
Phoenix International Raceway. No, I went with my uncle.
Got you.
Hell yeah, bro. So I just never watched it, but I know a lot of people love it.
Yo, Mario, quit your job, bro.
Yeah, man. You don't need it.
Let's
just hang out on YouTube all day, bro.
Yeah, man.
That'll be fun. Mario grinding is so yeah. Oh, that is
he's been working hard, dude. Guys. He's been busting his ass.
Yeah.
Trust me, we know because we talk to him every day, and when it gets quiet, we know he's doing something.
He's doing something. He's making the money, man. Slugging in the house. What is good, my man? Good evening, Mafia and crew, and hello, fellow collectors. My man. Let's see. Oh, that's pretty. Dokinator, you know I'm streaming right now, bro. Quit sending me stuff making me laugh. I watched Power Rangers in college. My girlfriend at the time hated me for it. Fucking A,
dude,
man.
It was great. I mean, it eventually got crazy, right? Because all this shit, they started turning into like Turbo and Space and all this other crap. But I was an OG fan of them, man. It was like, for me, it was just I wanted to see what monster they created next. You know what I mean? That was the biggest thing for me. And of course, love the Green Ranger. He was actually a friend of mine. He sponsored me when I used to fight. But yeah, man, it's kind of cool because it has a nostalgic feeling. You know what I mean? Obviously, the Green Ranger was my friend, so it meant a lot for me to do something in his honor. And it was cool because my daughter was talking shit about the Power Rangers, and then after the show, she was like, "Can we watch it?" Because she's never seen it. And I literally watched the first like 5 episodes with her, and in my head, I was like, "I thought the shit was cool." It's still pretty dope. I was just like, "Jesus," you know what I mean? But
that different gen, right?
I know, but yeah,
They're
man,
like,
it was a tough episode, man, because of the whole Jason thing. So
yeah, I know, it's a shame, dude. Well, Louis Labit says finally Ahsoka Mando has shipped from Sideshow.
Oh,
hell yeah! Now, come
nice.
on, Luke. Yes, man, very cool, man. It's P-Rock.
Is he?
It's not here, but that's okay. We don't have to.
It's all right. Show must go on.
The show must go on. I talked about this a little bit earlier on my morning show, but it's always interesting to hear your thoughts on this coming in, looking at a lot of the 6 scale stuff. Did you see this?
Bro. Yes. So yeah, I definitely got.
Yeah, because I want to hear your. Because see, I'm a jaded, cynical, old 6 scale collector. I want to hear, you know,
so listen,
something refreshing from an. Yeah, you let me know.
I'm all about things that are different, and this kind of, I love the armory, right? I thought that was pretty dope. I like all the accessories. I just think it's a nice piece to have. Now him, I don't know, somebody had like a close-up of him and saw some defects in his hands and his face and stuff, so I wasn't too sure about his portrait or his hands. Again, these are just pictures, so I don't know if maybe, or this might be just a prototype. He looks badass though, with his hands crossed and stuff. I really like that. But I kind of like the armory. I don't know about him. Again, the pictures were a little weird when they did the close-ups. I don't know why somebody would do that, but it's like they're intentionally trying to find the flaws in something.
A lot of people do that. A lot of people do that.
And like, I get it, but that bothers me sometimes, because it's like, give it a chance. You know what I mean? Like, let's get somebody to have it in hands. Obviously, it might be a prototype. You know, obviously it could be the lighting or the picture. You know, it could be a bunch of things. But I'm a fan of the armor. I think it's cool. I think it's good to have, especially in front of the tumbler. Like that whole setup with that and the tumbler and him there. The knee braces that he has, I thought that was awesome. Yeah, I don't know, man. I liked it. Now my question was, because I don't know, is he posable or what?
He is not.
He's not posable. So how is it a hot toy?
It's a good question. No, so the suit is posable. The suit is posable. The figure is not. It is basically just a power pose statue with swappable head though, so you can put the head on the suit, and so it's kind of interesting.
That is weird.
Yeah.
Weird, only because it's coming from Hot Toys, not because, you know, maybe that's why they did the close up. Now I understand a little bit more. But I don't know if you can, but if you close up to where he's folding his hands, you could see like the glue from his pinky going on to his forearm. And then his facial features when they had the close up was a little weird. But yeah, like right there, if you I don't know if you can, but if you really zoom into that, you see like a plastic I mean, it was really zoomed in when he did it. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, but see, that's scrutinizing like early, solicitation photos. I mean,
but his forearms, man, this shit, he's fucking jacked, bro. That's dope. Like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like, yeah. I didn't know it was a statue. That's very interesting, but I like it though. I don't know. I mean, obviously, I'm a statue guy. Just for me, it's the accessories, it's the complementary pieces, it's the diorama that you could create. So I like it. I don't know. I kind of like him outside of the suit as well. I know some people want him in the suit. I kind of like him out of the suit like that, bro. I think it's dope.
Yeah, no, I get that, because it kind of conveys, hey, here's the armory, here's where the suit is with all the gear, and sitting here, looking, whatever,
like
just
boss.
Yeah.
Like,
what's up, P-Rock?
Kick your ass, even though I have a knee brace on.
I'm not.
No, right.
What's up, bro?
How you doing, man? Look, some people I know, I like this one. Yes, jaded, cynical, old 6 scale collector. Should that be my new name instead of, I could change it. I think that's actually pretty cool, man. It's like Shield. It's kind of cool, right? In the sense, and I'll listen, P-Rock, I want to hear your thoughts on it too. But it's kind of like the Tony Stark, like mech test. You got him standing there. You got your suit, and that and that's similar.
Isn't Batman the Iron Man of DC? Kind of.
Is he?
Was he that Diesel though? Was he that?
He is though. It's the same shit. They wear suits. They're a millionaire. They're playboy, right?
There's some similarities there.
There's a lot of similarities, except the back.
Yeah, I guess so. Well, what's up, P-Rock? How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. My bad. See, my volume keeps going up by itself.
No, your volume's perfect.
All right.
Is your volume good? Okay.
Yes, don't touch it.
The gore arms we need. I know, right? With that Thor. Well, all right. So what's up, P-Rock? What do you think about this, bro?
No, all right. So I wanted to talk about this when it first came out. I just had a chance. I was real busy at work this week, so I think it looks cool. But then I'm not gonna lie, man. When I saw the price and then just find out it is a statue, I was like, all right.
What's the price?
Man. It's like
about 500. Yeah.
That's before tax and shipping.
But that's the armory and him, right?
And the suit.
Yeah.
Okay.
My question is, I want to know if can I put the DX19 head on that suit and then use that as that's what I want to know. So I want to see the unboxing on this, because if you can do that, to me it'll be worth it.
Yeah, but as far as price, wasn't the Batman Keaton that just came out? Wasn't that like $595? And it was the deluxe that came with him.
No, he's like $3 something.
Oh, $3 something.
Yeah. It's cheaper and the better Batman. So
okay.
No, but look good.
These things are gonna be everything's gonna be going up in price, guys. I said that a couple, when I first started coming onto the show, like everybody's jumping over to Hot Toys now because they're trying to stay away from the statues and the prices. But guess what? The Hot Toys are getting there. See, but I'm
the opposite with that, because like I said, like this being close to 600 before shipping, after shipping and everything, it's gonna be probably like close to maybe $750.
This is the portrait, by the way. That's people like I didn't find too amusing.
It looks like he got plastic surgery. Like he just came out from the doctor.
Exactly.
Yeah, he looks a little waxy.
He looks like a wax candle. Yes. See?
But I think
doing that
sculpt,
face from that meme, that little song that go
right?
Like that is what it looks like he's doing.
Right? Yeah. I know. Yeah. Listen, I think the sculpt is good though. I just think the paint apps need to be worked on, or it's the lighting, right? Because the sculpt, I mean, it's like 90% likeness in my opinion. I don't think it's right there, but yeah, I agree. He looks a little bit older. But again, you know what? This is just initial shots. You know what I mean? So I always try to give him the benefit of the doubt, man, because I know how it is in the 6-scale world. Like, you put it out, you show what it is, and you got a year, and you make, you make updates, you make improvements. So
yeah. So my question to you is, at what point do we put a limit to how much these things are going to cost, to where some of these guys now you're going to be seeing jumping from Hot Toys to statues, because you're almost at statue prices with this. And you guys laugh when I'm like, hey, it's two Hot Toy Batmobiles, that's how much the statue costs. But I mean, it is though.
To me, it's like a double-edged sword, because I could see the price going up could do two things. It can keep, I don't want to say it's in the wrong term, but like the kind of like the fake collector from buying it, and then the actual real fans actually picking it up and stuff like that. But then the price being that high justifies that to Hot Toys, so then that could be the norm from them. And then from there, they'll just keep keeping it to that price, or keep increasing it, or keep doing things like this, and then slowly $50, increasing it by $50 each release.
And that's what's going to happen. But now you're getting to the ballpark of, okay, let me put this into perspective. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
This costs how much? $600?
Like
$565 is the MSRP.
So for $100, with all the discounts that you get at Iron Studios, you could collect all 7 Power Ranger statues and have them in your collection to create the diorama. That's putting it to perspective. So you either get this Batman that has, that's $600. That's a Hot Toy that comes with Armory, or you get a whole entire diorama of the Power Rangers for $700. that's the
This
way I look
depends
at
on your level of fandom, though, right?
Yeah,
I mean, it does, but what I'm talking price point now. I'm talking price point for what you get,
Right, like the
and where,
right.
Obviously, not everybody likes Power Rangers, not everybody likes Batman. I'm just comparing what you could possibly get with that type of money in the statue world versus this hot toy now that just came out. Which, by the way, I'm a fan of. I'm not knocking it, but like $600 compared to 7 pieces that are full statues from a really good company. Like that's the stuff that you kind of gotta like, oh shit, like, you know what I mean? So as a buyer now, being a little bit more selective, because obviously things are yeah, but you don't have to pose the Power Rangers. They're in the pose that they need to be in, right? So that's why some people like statues, because they don't have to pose them. I mean, like honestly, so the question for you hot toy guys, are you guys constantly changing your poses and your displays? Like, is that a thing you guys do like every season, or do you guys keep them in a pose and kind of like where you're at? Now, I love that about hot toys, that you can go ahead and pose it to something where it's not going to look the same as everybody else. That absolutely love. But there are people who got, like P-Rock's a perfect example. He got that Berserk statue because it's in the power pose that he wants, versus getting something that's, not capable. That you could go ahead
or not able to,
not capable.
Right. Yeah. So that's that, and there's no right or wrong answer to this. It's just kind of like, these are the thoughts that go through a lot of different collectors' heads. Some people prefer posing. Like, I love the posing. I prefer that myself. But don't get confused with what I'm trying to say. It's price versus what you get, and that's pretty much. I don't know. I just think the hot toys are gonna just keep going up higher and higher.
Yeah, that's a concern.
Higher,
no, that's like a legit. That's a legit concern. Like I feel that as well. And I'll talk about that here in a second. But Haas, hometown hero, my man, thank you so much for gifting a channel membership to.
Yo, what's up, Haas? Yo,
he's
got some good good little 5-minute reviews.
No, dude, Haas kicking ass, man. Go check him out if you guys have not already subscribed. I think he just hit 200 subs, so congrats on that.
Nice.
Let's see, what else do we have in the chat?
One thing too that I can see from people complain, because the fact that the DX19 it hasn't been a year, has it, since it's been announced? Has it been a year? I don't think it has been a year.
No.
Like, they could have gave us this. Like, if this was in the works, they could have gave us this with the DX19.
Yeah, this is this is what I wanted to talk about, actually, because it's like they kind of make it apparent. I mean, they don't kind of. They literally make it apparent. They compare the DX19. So is it?
And it says right there, movie accurate. So it's like a slap in the face saying, all right, the one you guys not movie accurate.
I don't even know what
this is the movie accurate.
What's the difference here? They look the same to me.
Well, you can see in the shoulder, like in the collar.
Yeah.
And then
I thought you were talking about the cow. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about the.
No. That's more like
for here. They've changed it up, and then you can tell
from the side,
from the side here how much different it is. And I guess my question is to the chat: does this bother you? Like P-Rock's kind of suggesting, because I don't collect Bale, I don't collect the Dark Knight stuff, so I don't really have a frame of reference to this, right? Like, if I had bought it and then they announced this and I was a fan, would I be a little upset by it? You know, I don't know.
See, I have the DX19. That's why I'm saying I'm curious if I could just swap the heads. If it works that way, then I'll be happy. I'll probably pick this up then just to get that suit. And if anything, I could have that suit next to the Bat Pod. Like I currently have my DX19.
I guess that's all right. I'm just not sure, because I've heard a lot of people. I was reading shit on forums and they were like, "Oh man, is this another Beskar Mando to the?"
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is.
To the newer one with the sculpt. Ash Chase, my man, thank you so much, dude. Gifting a channel membership to Electric Collector, my man. Thank you guys for becoming. And Ash did it again, my man. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it. That was to Brian Hepburn, dude. Awesome, my man. Thanks, Ash. I appreciate it so much, dude. You guys. Yeah, man, we'll maybe do another meetup this Sunday for channel members. But yeah, let's see. This Trembles says I preferred Bale's bat outfit in Begins. Not a fan of Return. Meanwhile, Collector's Entity says I have the DX19. I'm not mad.
Yeah, I'm not mad. I'm just saying, like, They still could have gave this to us. But that's why I'm just curious. Like I said, if I could swap it, I'll be even happier.
Yeah. If you can do that, that would be cool. We have not seen the legs on this move at all. Yeah, not sure. I'm not
exactly.
But it definitely looks like there's improvements to be made here. My thing is, I guess it probably wouldn't really bother me if I collected it, because you would have. I'm trying to like think about this in a different IP, right? How would I do this? Okay, so let's put it in perspective. Let's say they dropped the 89 Batman, and I'm like, oh, cool, I can get another 89 Batman, and I pick it up, and then a year later, they give me another 89 Batman with an empty suit, and standing in front of him is a statue of Michael Keaton. I think I'd be pretty fucking happy, to be honest, in that respect, right?
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah.
Right? Because I'd be like, oh shit, yeah, that's badass. I'll totally get that.
I see what you're saying. See, that's the stuff I like about this world. But like, there's something like somebody just said it in the comments, that the differences are minor, is what they're saying. So like, I mean, I don't know, the back to this looks a lot different here, but I know some people are very particular of how it looks and accurate to screen and all that stuff. I'm just curious, is anybody in the chats, I put a comment in, but is anybody actually getting this? Like, do they think they want to get this? Or
yeah, I'd be interested in knowing.
I know how popular it is for you guys.
I did a poll earlier when I went solo, and I'm gonna do another poll right now, because yeah, it was interesting. I did a poll earlier this morning, and it was like, dude, like 70% of the chat was not getting this.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah. See, actually, I was interested when I saw the price. That's why I'm like, I currently got.
I'll ask another poll now.
And then it's like I could save a little bit more money, get like another.
Yeah,
but there's too many things coming out too, so that's what I'm saying. Like this, I don't think it's gonna sell either. So I think I have time to come back for this.
Yeah, most likely, bro. Most likely.
Yo,
does that mean we?
What's up, man?
Right now, I think anything 89, that is probably what's gonna go quicker than the Bale stuff right now.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I don't know the generational thing.
After the Flash movie, but after that Flash movie,
but that's because of the Flash movie.
Yeah, you'll see.
Yeah,
Flash movie and the old heads that like Keaton.
Like what's going on? I know it's smaller scale, but look what's going on with Tom McFarlane and his stuff with the 89 Batman stuff.
Oh yeah, McFarlane's going hard on that line already, dude.
And he's selling a lot of shit too.
The Batmobile is selling good.
Yeah. Does that mean we could see a new Joker? I
hope so.
I think so. I've always said this, man. Ever since last March when InArt came around, I was like, don't think that Hot Toys won't put out another 3.0 Ledger Joker. I mean, that's inevitable, bro. That shit's most likely coming. Especially after the fact that this Joker is kind of shipping to people already. Then how he's gonna strike, and people are gonna be like, oh shit, and then they're gonna a lot of people are gonna try to offload the InArt one. Some won't, right? Of course, but yeah, I definitely think so. It's the 100th anniversary, right? They're revisiting a ton of Dark Knight. We got just last year at the other Catwoman. We've got this new Bane, more Batman. Like, dude, yeah.
I swear, I there's so many Batmans out there. I'm so over that shit, man. Even in the statue world, it's like every time somebody releases something, it's another fucking Batman.
There's a lot of Batman.
But look, somebody said you could get 2 SW figures for the price of this Batman display. This is what I'm talking about. Like, is the value there? That's basically what I was trying to get at.
Yeah, because I'm Star Wars. I'm more Star Wars than when it comes to the Hot Toy stuff. Like when you mentioned the posing thing, and the way I answered that with the posing thing, most of my Hot Toys is Star Wars. So those are usually like a cloth material. So you can get away with posing those, keeping them in a good dynamic pose. And there'll be no damage to the suit because it's cloth. Right. Marvel and DC is like their line, the MCU stuff. That's what you gotta be careful with. Like the Spider-Man, if he poses too long, it damages the suit.
Sure.
And most of those have they're the ones that usually have more of the pleather materials.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah.
for me, I rarely collect. There's only certain ones I collect from Marvel and DC. Batman, I got the Batman, but he's like a statue. Like the both Batman I have, they're next to the Batpod in the Batmobile. So or the Tumblr. I'm sorry.
So
Well, and look, Barrett brings up another point though, dude. Way too expensive for something I already have. I mean, this did come out in 2014.
wait, is this a reissue?
Yes, sort of. It's more of like a 2.0 ish, because the other armory is different looking. This one has that clear with dew-like texture on it, and obviously this Bale is a statue. It's, you know, improvements of the suit. You know, it's a 2.0 essentially, but it's a good point. So if you already have an armory, it's kind of like, well, so how much do I love this to justify getting a new one?
A new one. So question, I know for the Iron Man, sometimes they sell like the complementary pieces separate. Would you guys have wanted this to be something separate you could buy separate? Like if you wanted to just buy the armory and they sold the armory by itself, would that have been more you know, something more pleasing for you to get? Like, does that make sense?
Oh, 100%. A lot of people, because there's a lot of people that got the DX19, right? Like if they were just like, hey, here's an armory sold separately,
like maybe,
you know, $300, $280 bucks. I think a lot of people would be more, because again, $600 ticket item, as people mentioned in you know, whether it's Star Wars or Marvel or whatever, we all our hands are in multiple cookie jars, dude, of different IPs. $600 is kind of a big hit. Now, if you give me something around 250-ish, I could just get, now I'm like, oh, it's like a hot toy price. Maybe I'll just pick up the armory to go with one of my existing Batmans in my collection. Personally, yeah.
Oh, see, Hoff said it. My main complaint is that the armory is not being sold separate. So do we think that Hot Toys dropped the ball with that? Do you think that that's something they're going to offer later because of maybe feedback? What do you guys think?
I don't think they'll do it.
Okay.
I don't think they'll do it personally. In a perfect world, it makes sense for us as collectors. Probably doesn't make sense for them as a business, because they know that they can charge whatever they want and they can keep it as a bundle and people will buy it
just for it.
Yeah, just, you know what I'm saying? So I don't. But I think they should, but I don't think they will though. Just knowing how they run their business, you know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
Is there a Joker armory in canon or on screen that would be sick paired up with one of these? I don't know actually. So yeah, it's a tough one. I'll try to catch up with a little bit of chat on this here too. Christian says, I think this is the most recent case where old and new collectors voice their frustrations towards 2.0s. Yeah, I mean, on one hand, I get it, right? Because, you know, a 9-10-year-old item, and then new collectors coming in to get an opportunity. But then at the same time, the price is a bit high, so it's kind of like what we were talking about. And I know, because we can make that argument all the time, be like, well, if the prices are getting to that point, we might as well get statues. However, a lot of us don't want statues. A lot of us like 6 scale. We like to be able to pose. Right. So, but it sucks because it comes up. You know what I'm saying? When the money starts coming up to that price, it's like, oh shit.
So
Ray in the house, Hawk Wars, what's good, my man?
I got another question. I got another question for you guys, and you know, ignore my ignorance. But as
we shall see,
as a hot toy, the judge, as a hot toy collector, or as a 6 scale figure collector, let's just stick to the hot toys. But does it bother you that they went ahead and some people have these old hot toys that are hard to find, and now they reissue them, which kind of makes that one not as valuable anymore? Like in the statue world, once something, you know, there's the ES, and once it's, you know, gone, for the most part, those pieces are a little bit more sought out, more valuable. But now I feel like there's a lot of people who had these hot toys that were kind of hard to find, were a little bit more valuable, and now they're not as valuable, whether it's money wise or whether it's like, you know, attached feelings to it, because now they reissued something to come back out again, and now people are able to get it. And sometimes the newer ones are better than the older ones. Is that an issue for you guys as collectors? And again,
that's a huge
part of my ignorance.
Okay, look. What?
See, no, there's two sides. Anthony,
there's two sides.
It's perfect because we are the opposite sides. So
right.
His shows. I let him go first.
Go ahead.
He was
Okay.
about to go first anyway. So go ahead.
And again, I'm
myself?
sorry. It's just I'm honestly curious. I'm not trying to open up a can of worms, but I'm curious because like for me, if I had this old Hot Toys figure that I know everybody wants, and it's like, man, it's my prized possession. You know, a friend of mine got like the old school blade, and I know like if they issue that blade again, he's probably gonna fucking flip tables. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. As a collector, is that something that bothers you guys? Go ahead, Anthony.
Yeah, I was trying to get through the chat, but my chat started doing a weird loop thing here, which is very strange. So, okay, I'm here. My apologies, guys. I'm not really too sure. So I'll check some chat here in a minute, but thank you for the channel membership donation. I don't know who did it because my chat got all screwy. Listen, there's two sides to this coin, as P-Rock's mentioning. How does one feel about because okay, there's 2.0s and there's reissues, right? Reissue, there's a difference. Yeah. So shit. Okay, so just bang the shit out of my foot. So the Iron Man, or I'm sorry, the War Machine Mark 1 is a more recent example from Iron Man 2. Remember the first time you saw War Machine in that movie?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they reissued him last year, and I mean, and when you look at the photos and everything, it says reissue. You know, there's a reissue red banner, reissue. So it's straight up. There's no, the MMS doesn't change. It's a fucking reissue. That's it. Then there's 2.0s, right? So we can look at what was recently 2.0. That stealth suit cap, for example, was 2.0. They updated the version.
But there's a difference to it. It looks different.
Sure. Yeah.
The reissue doesn't look different.
Right. A reissue is straight reissue. Like
So
take something from 6 years ago and resell it. Same
Holy
exact
shit.
thing.
Got
right?
it. Got it.
Same exact thing.
They can.
So-
It doesn't matter how much they reissue. It's still dope as shit. I don't care how many times they reissue. It is still fire. So they can reissue as many times as they want. It's still gonna be dope. Like,
See that? That was Lil, everybody know. That would have been nice if you were gone the rest of the people would have been like, what the fuck was that?
you know what?
What's up, my man?
What's going on?
bro?
What's going on? What's going on, Miguel? What's going on, Dolly? What's going on, P-Rock?
How you doing, man? Welcome back. Well, we've welcomed back, but I know it's the first time you see Miguel since you've been back.
Yo,
Oh,
what up,
man.
Jason? I know, Leo. I'm actually excited to pick your brain about what happened. I saw a bunch of pictures, man. I was geeking out with you.
Bro.
Jealous that I wasn't there. I'm going in
Bro.
2025. You should come. We're making it happen. Japan.
Oh, you going to London?
No, Japan.
Oh, you going to Japan? Oh, hell
For
yeah.
celebration. I'm sorry, for celebration. I want to go to London though.
Hell.
Let me
Yes,
know.
let's do
Shit,
it.
I'll go to London. But
Yeah,
yeah,
let's do it,
Hell
bro.
yeah.
Let's
I'm
do
doing
it.
Yeah, that'll
Let's
be
do it.
really. I think we're all gonna
Let's
go.
do it. Let's
yeah,
do
Mario,
it,
we
bro.
talked about it on my show, was it? But
Let's
we're gonna do a group trip. We're gonna go visit Japan, the culture. Obviously, that's big for me. That's something on my bucket list. Celebration for the first time.
Yeah.
Disney, all that stuff. I'm so down, dude. I'm gonna be there for like 8 days, I swear.
Yeah, bro. I'm
I
telling you.
don't think I'm
you
coming
would-
back.
You will enjoy it, bro. You would definitely, bro. Literally, like I think the fundamentals of just being in celebration. It wasn't just being in celebration, bro. It was being around the people that you know and the collecting community,
Hell yeah.
and just like how we all fellowship together and just had a ball, had some fun. Like, bro, like straight up, you will like literally. It was the best time of my life, and that's what I mean. This community really kind of like spawns just like that fellowship between each other and ideas and stuff like that. It's stuff that we love and we enjoy. We get to share that with everybody else, bro. It's incredible. Loved it.
Yeah, man.
Fuck
So like we
yeah.
talked about it. We talked about it on my show on Friday with Mario, Anthony, P-Rock even made an appearance. I'm waiting for Leo to come make an appearance on my show. But anyway,
Let's go.
that's
When is it?
yeah.
Friday? You doing it this Friday?
Fridays.
What
Yeah,
time?
yeah.
You was gonna come last week.
8:30.
I think that's what it was. I was
Usually
like,
like
I don't think
8:30 to
Miguel
10.
knows you're back.
But listen. So like
8:30.
8:30, yeah, Eastern Standard Time.
I'm there. Put me in. Put me in,
bro,
coach.
Oh hell yeah, let's go. I would
Put
love,
me in,
love to
coach.
have you
Let's
on there.
go. Let's go.
But we talked about it, and you know, because there was a lot of people like complaining, and I get it because they wanted to be here, they want to save the money. But it's like for me, it's like, man, you're getting an opportunity to have an excuse to go explore another culture. You know, I know a lot of people don't have the privilege of traveling. I get to travel a lot, not as much as I want to, but man, the minute you leave and see the differences between cultures, and it's just the whole of the world, you get that travel bug. And then for me to do Celebration for the first time with a group of people that I enjoyed talking to, like I just want it to be a nice gather up. Like I saw Christian was going, like whoever wants to go, guys, we're gonna go gather up a good community collectors event and just go have fun, man. I'm so down.
Let's
go
down. Bro. And that's the thing. It's all about having, bro. Again, it's because the thing is, you take on, of course, like the bonus to me was Celebration. Yeah, you know what I mean. But just like the highlight was just being around, like, you know, meeting, you know, Ian, like, you know, Agent Silver Fox for the very first time, being there with Calvin, being there with, you know, I'm blanking here, right? It's just so many Shane, you know what I mean? Being there around with Shane, CC3PO was there, you know, Spice Runner was there, you know, meeting all the collectors from over there, like, you know, Dane and Carbonite, like, you know, just so many individuals, bro. Like, it was so much fun. Like, I mean, it was like a continuation from LA, going to Celebration in LA, meeting up with Mario, meeting up with 𝗬𝗎, everybody in the collecting community over there. You know, it was fun. That continued on to Celebration in London. So like, you're just meeting so many individuals, bro. Like, I just, awesome. You know, it was super dope. Awesome. I wanted to have that continuation at New York Celebration, meeting P-Rock, but he was nowhere to be found. We can't hear you, P-Rock, because you're muted.
You're muted, brother.
Okay. We got this year.
Now Mike knows he ain't got excuses right now to give.
No, yeah, right. we got this year.
Yeah, but so tell him why. Tell him why you didn't want to meet it.
His pants were too tight.
All right.
It looked uncomfortable. I didn't want to make him feel awkward.
My pants was not even tight, bro. I didn't have no tight pants on because you.
I think I saw Vinny. I looked down and then Vinny was right there by your, you know.
I don't know how to respond to that. But Ash Chase,
that's not true. This is a joke. It's a joke.
No, I figured as much.
We never. But I did see you walking down the street one. I think it was Saturday night. I think it was.
Bro, that was probably like the mini steps. The mini steps, because there's a lot of steps. But yeah, man, anybody who can actually go to Japan, you know, again, that's 2 years out. You know, you have time to kind of plan it well. Miguel, that shirt is fire.
Oh, Kingpin, brand new guy.
That shirt is
that's dope, dude.
Fire.
White Gold Industries.
Is that the Jim Lee?
Yo.
Yeah, White Gold.
I love
guys.
Jim
Look him up. He has some fire shirts, and he gets things right out of the comic books, and he does characters like this that you don't find shirts of. So I'm not a huge Kingpin fan, but this is freaking boss level.
Still
man.
dope.
I love it.
Yeah, that shit's boss, man.
Dope.
Yeah. Thank you.
I want to say thanks, Ash Chase, my man, for gifting channel membership, dude, to J Mac, my man. That is badass.
Yeah, what did Mario just send us in the chat? Is this new?
I don't know. I got to catch up with the chat, bro.
No. Our chat.
Oh, that was the old armory that they had sold separately back in the day, and then they had the one with Alfred. I know a lot of people wanted it.
Where is Mario?
He's working. I mean, kind of. I mean, he's in the chat, so is he really working?
I mean, for the money.
I don't know, right?
I don't want to get you.
Yeah, exactly, dude. This is the power of simple collecting. Totally bringing like-minded people together.
Yes. You don't think that you would have something in common with if you just saw them before you found out they were collecting.
Oh, yeah, I'd probably never hang out with any of you guys.
You know what the phenomenal thing is? It's like, I'm kidding. You know what? The dopest part is that when we meet people, right? Because they see us, you know, Miguel, like they see us like, you know, live. They see us live each and every week. So when they see us, it's like, is it, you know, what you see is what you see, what you get when you see them in person. And when they realize it is, it's just like more of a comfortable feeling because they're like, wow, like this is the same person that I see every week. They're down to earth. They don't change. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the way it is. Like they're not putting on a front. This is who they are, bro. That was the best part about it, being able to actually talk. Sure. And we would like, I would like the people that I would meet, you know, that watch the shows and stuff like that. We would sit there and talk for like maybe 15, 20 minutes, you know, just having a conversation on the go. And they were like, wow, like, you know what I mean? It was just such a phenomenal feeling because I think that people forget that within the community, like we're not just here live giving information. Like, we're collectors as well. You know what I mean? Like, we collect. So we want to talk about those things. We want to actually be on your level, pick your brains. And that's the whole beauty of it, bro. I love it.
I want to touch the thighs too. Just don't forget that part.
Dude,
What was that?
funny? What?
I want to touch your thigh too, so don't forget that part.
Well, why don't you put your camera on when you're gonna say it? Say it with fucking conviction.
I was trying to fix something.
Uh-huh.
Did you say you want to touch thighs?
Oh no, it's fine. Touch.
Did you say you touch? You want to touch thighs, bro?
Like, chicken thighs, but the woman thighs.
Oh, okay. Specify that.
Yeah, you gotta like.
You gotta really specify what you're saying.
No, I'm swear. If I see you guys, when I see you guys in real life, I'm gonna hug you guys. Don't be surprised if I touch your thighs.
Hey, no thigh grabbing, bro.
Hey,
bro,
hey,
like,
I can't
huggers,
guarantee
bro.
that.
That's how it is. Like, we're all huggers, bro.
Listen, so Leo, so back to it.
That's why I didn't say hi to Leo, because his pants were too tight. If I would have grabbed the thigh, I would have felt too much.
Bro, Miguel, what's going? Yeah.
Hold on. No, I was trying to piggyback off what you said, but then I was like, wait, what? Right? He threw me off. But no, it's funny you said that because, like, obviously we stopped going to the con because of the
P-Rock.
pandemic and stuff. And,
No, what happened.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just trying to piggyback off what he was saying because we stopped going to the Comic-Cons for the pandemic, and then I went to New York Comic-Con last year with my daughter because we had to do some things with some of the Loungefly and Diamond Select, and man, it was so much fun. People running up to us and saying, "Yo, Toy Quest," and we're turning around,
bro.
and like I'm like, who the hell is this person, right? Because we know them by their YouTube handle, right? And then I get to like, wait, what's your YouTube name? And I'm like, oh, crap, and
bro.
it's fun. And like for my daughter, she's like, holy shit, like she thinks she's, she got fans, right?
Hell yeah.
But that's so exciting, man. And you get to talk to them. We're like, yo, come
bro.
with us. We got to go to this thing and give out giveaways and stuff. It's just fun, man, meeting people. It really is.
It's super. That's why I can't wait for MAFIA to go. I can't wait for you to go, bro, so people can run up to you and be like, yo, my man, Astro Mouse. Wow, I can't believe that's you, bro.
Because that's not my handle. All right.
It's going to come up. It's going to come up.
I would like to see some people bring it up to me. You're okay. Anybody call me Astro Mouse in public, bro? I'll leave it at that. I'm kidding.
Drive by,
It's
stay at the window.
It's all good. It's all good fun, guys. Like that's what we do.
It's just the love for what it is, bro. Like, and that's the thing is, it's like we shrink the community when we don't fellowship, bro. We shrink the community when we don't really socialize with the people who watch the show. And it's like we want you to know that we are approachable, bro, that we can relate.
Oh, hell yeah.
We're not standoffish. We're not that type of, we don't carry that type of energy. Like, we want to meet you guys, man. I remember, like, being young, being starstruck off of just actors, actresses, seeing people basically in public, wanting to meet them and stuff like that. I mean, I was starstruck the entire time, meeting, Esposito, meeting Rosario Dawson, meeting Hayden Christensen, bro.
I love her.
And it was great, bro. Rosario, it was nuts. And I was telling everybody this before, bro. Like, we were standing in line. It was me and Toya. And we were standing in line. And I was like, I was just joking with Toya. I was like, Toya, check this out. I said, I bet you any amount of money that when you meet her, she's going to tell you that you're a beautiful woman. I said, watch. She's going to do that. And she's like, no, stop playing. I said, no, watch, she is, right? So, mind you, we're standing in line, and and you've probably experienced this before as well, Miguel. Like when you're standing there, you're waiting to get an autograph or sign, they'll tell you, don't give them anything, don't hug them, don't carry a long conversation, just in and out,
Right.
Yeah, keep it moving, stuff like that.
Which I hate, but go ahead.
Exactly. I guess Rosario Dawson didn't get that memo because she didn't get that memo because as soon as we walked in, she grabbed Toya by the hand, gave her the warmest embrace, looked at her, she's like, you are so beautiful, like you're amazing. And I looked at Toya, I was like, I told you. Rosario Dawson, she turned around, looked at me, was like, what did you say? Oh, what did you tell her? I mean, she said, what did you tell her? I said, I told her you were going to say that. She's like, well, she is. And it was just like, she was so warm and welcoming, bro.
That's awesome.
Bro, she is. Like, who you see and what you see, like, if you see on social media, she's that same way. She's not different at all, bro.
And that just makes you a bigger fan, too.
Yeah, bro.
Like, I've always loved her, man.
Yeah.
Exactly. And, bro, like, Hayden Christensen, when I walked with the Hayden Christensen, because I was with Spice running my man Sean gave him a hug. I looked at him and I was like, all right, I'm going to test him just to see what I can get out of him, right? So I was like, hey, I took my hand. I was like, yo, check this out. He was like, he gave me like the straight up dap and everything, bro. I was like, okay. He was like, hey, what's going on, my man? I was like, okay. You know what I mean? But yeah, he was cool, bro. He was so cool.
Now let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Have you ever met somebody? You know how they say don't meet your heroes sometimes? Have you ever met somebody and it was just bad? Like it wasn't what you were expecting?
Oh yeah, all the time.
Now
Bro.
whether it's bad in a negative way or whether it's bad like I'll give you an example. Like when I met Ferrigno, I wasn't too happy. Like
He's not a very pleasant dude, bro.
He's not. He was a jerk to the kids in front of me. But then when he shook my hand, he shook it like this.
Like,
I'm like, bro, squeeze
Wow.
my hand, bro. You are like Mr. Olympia. You are the Hulk. Like,
Yeah.
He's all dainty.
let's start
he's a dude
again,
in the
bro.
right time.
You know what? That's the way. Okay, so two stories here, and it happened basically one day, like even at Celebration. This is how it happened. First off, we had our signing, so it was an autograph. So I got like an autograph that I promised that I was going to get for 𝗕𝗘𝗠𝗘. So Renz sent me a portrait that he did for Esposito as Moff Gideon.
Not to cut you off, that dude's fucking amazing, bro. His art is amazing.
Yeah, Renz is incredible.
Yeah.
So I told him, I promised him, I was like, I'm going to get your signature. I'm going to get him to sign that for you. So we're in line waiting to get the Esposito and stuff like that. And by the time we walked up to him, I pulled, like they have to inspect the photo. So they look at it first or look at the artwork. So they looked at
with
it.
the contents of what it is.
Yeah, they want this to basically, so they looked at it. It's like, all right, cool. So I took it over and Toy was talking to him. She's like, your body of work. Thank you for your body of work. It was incredible. It was his response at that time. He was like, yeah, thank you so much. You guys are good, kind. He signed it and it's whatever, right?
Was this again? I'm sorry.
This was Giancarlo Esposito.
Okay.
Really?
So yeah, but this was the first day. So I was like, yo, the way he did it, at first I was like, yeah, nah, that was foul. This just the way it came across. It was like,
thought.
yeah, that was the first day. But then I thought about it. I was like, well, maybe, he seemed kind of tired because he had been there all day. There was a whole line of people waiting to get there. So I was like, all right. But now the next day, we had actually gotten a autograph with him. We were getting not an autograph. We were getting a photo with him.
Photo. Yeah.
Yeah. So, pay for that. So I was like, oh, if I told Toya, like, we were even talking about it. We was like, you know what? We'll probably just sell it off to somebody else and let somebody else do it. But you said, nah, we'll do it. Stood in line. We got in. And, bro, it was just a complete change. When he saw us, he remembered us. He was like, hey, you guys. And we came in. He, hugged us, put his arm around us. Because I had on this, it was a necklace with an actual rock, like a certain stone. And he was like, that's a nice stone, my man. And he just gave me the history of it and was just talking to me. And I was like, yo, it's a total flip. I think it was just the day before. He had been there for so long and he was just kind of tired. And on top of that, they have to follow the rules as well. Getting so many people in, they got so many, so they can only save so much. So I was like, okay, I'll just chalk it off to that. But that next day, he didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, a lot of times they're defeated too because of the way the convention people act. I'll give you a perfect example. The dude from Stranger Things, the one that with the long hair. Oh my god, I forgot his name.
Yeah, Eddie, the character.
Yeah, Ed. He started going to conventions, and for the first time, because obviously the popularity of Stranger Things, and that convention people treated him so much like shit. That he started like tearing up, and the people went and had his back, and he started crying because they said, they were like, we just want to apologize on behalf of this convention for treating you like shit, for you coming out to us. We just want to let you know that we appreciate you. He started crying on stage. So I get when these guys go through and they're there for long periods of time.
Yeah.
And, I get it. So we do have to be conscious of that too. But
and that's why I was like, you know what? It was just the day before that he had that problem. But when you meet him, when I met him, when we were taking a photo with him, everything was cool. But you are 100% right. It's not them. It's the people at the damn cons, bro. I know, like, they are Nazis when it comes to stuff. I'm like, yo, literally, let them be who they are. If, like, literally you're paying them, and if the actor and the artist is okay with it, then let them be okay. You know what I mean? I get it. Just you want to kind of rush people out and you want to actually look after the safety of them. But come on, man. Like, they were cool with it. Like, he was cool with it. Rosario was cool with it. Hayden Christensen was cool with it. There was no problem. So just let them be them.
You know, the thing here, because I've met a lot of people over the years, mostly Star Trek actors, because that's all I've gone to. Been over a dozen Trek conventions in my life, at least.
Sorry,
What?
P-Rock,
was
why'd
that?
you say that? Why'd you say that?
What did I say?
I don't know. What'd you say?
I think
I
P-Rock
laughed.
said
What'd you
something about being a loser or something. I don't know.
What would you say,
That
man?
was you. No, it was Miguel, man.
You
Get out of
fucking
here.
guys. Listen,
Talking
you guys
about?
like Star Wars. Do you get the fuck out of here?
I laughed.
So
You was that. I was like,
can't be calling me a nerd when we all like nerdy shit. My point is, I've been to over a dozen Trek conventions,
Oh,
and
yeah, playing for stuff. That's messed up.
I've met actors multiple times where same situation. Sometimes they're just having a bad fucking day.
Yeah.
bro.
You don't even know like what it could have been, and they're just so they're not really taking it out on you,
It's
right? As
just
an
that
individual,
Right.
you know, because I
Yeah,
met,
but
you know, I
I'm
was
not,
like,
I'm
"Damn,
not gonna
you're
lie
good."
though. Your Star Trek people are probably the worst at the conventions. I'm just throwing it out there.
No, those are the best.
They
They've
are
been
the
around
worst.
since
They are the worst.
The
they
60s.
got a million people trying to block their faces and stuff, and it's just like,
Wait, what? Block their face?
hard.
What?
Yeah, but I don't know what you mean block their faces.
Bro.
Hey, Mafia.
the Star
gonna
Trek
send you
people
this
at any
picture.
convention that I've been to have a million people there to block other people from taking pictures from them and doing.
Oh,
all
I don't
this.
know about
They're
any of that. I've never seen
super
that.
Strict. Unless when you go
That's
to
perfect.
the Star
Because they're
Trek
blocking up like
convention.
this. The hands are free. You grab them thighs and you grab the thighs.
Mafia, I just
I
sent
mean-
you these
down.
pictures. I want you to, if you could pull them up. I sent it to you through your Instagram. I mean your Facebook. This guy was at the Star Wars convention outside.
Oh my god, that's fucking awesome. All right. That I have to share this. This is cool as shit. I
And
saw.
by the
I don't
way-
know if it. I
By
don't know if
the
it was-
way, I was watching Picard, guys.
It's so good.
What's it called?
Picard.
I'm gonna binge
Star
it this
Trek Picard
weekend.
season 3.
I'm gonna binge it this weekend. Considering
it's
the simple
so
fact
good.
of them all, so I'll binge it this
Wanna make
weekend.
sure I
It's
All this
so
shit I'm
good.
talking about Anthony, and I got stuck watching it with my stepdad. I was
It's
like,
fucking good, isn't it?
it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
You know why? Listen, I'm gonna make a convention. I'm gonna make a confession, right? I grew up kind of watching Star Trek Next Generation. That's what I would have on TV because that was the only thing on TV. But I liked it. So
See, then you would.
You call him a
then of course
nerd.
you're gonna
and then
like it.
see,
because I like.
I know, because you're
him.
all. Listen, that's.
No,
yeah,
it ain't
look.
no. He's the one that said it. Nah,
Yo,
oh.
stop
He
it.
don't
Right,
say
but-
nothing.
But look
Is
at
he
that.
lost?
So this guy was at Star Wars Celebration. Lost. I'm stuck in the wrong universe. Will work
Okay, but
as a starship captain for food.
That
I
is
love it.
hilarious.
I do admit
bro.
you have some balls to go to Star. I've seen a few Star Trek people dressed
Bro,
up over there.
everybody was taking pictures of this dude. With him, it was crazy because he was
That's fucking
outside
awesome,
doing this. It was crazy, bro. It was nuts. I
I
was like, I
love it.
couldn't believe he did it, bro.
I love it. I know. I don't know if it was your photos or somebody else, but I saw some Klingons there as well.
There
At
was- bro,
Celebration.
It was some ballsy people there
That's
that
what I
showed
said,
up.
Yeah, you got some balls.
As Star Trek characters, bro. Like it was like, wow, like you really did. He was, bro. There was one dude who showed up as a half Klingon. So half of him was a Klingon, and the other half of him was Admiral Akbar. I was like, why did you do that, bro? Yeah. I was like, why did you do that? Why?
It's
He
creative.
was like, yo, it's the best of both worlds. I just had to do it. So I was like,
Hell yeah.
okay. Yeah.
That's
it
actually
was-
pretty
It was
awesome.
crazy. It was
That's
phenomenal.
pretty damn funny.
Mhm.
Yeah, look, conventions are just dope in general, dude. It doesn't matter what you guys are into. The horror cons, Trek cons, Star Trek, Star Wars, Comic Con. It's
Yeah.
cool because you can all come together in one area and be like, cool, the rest of everything else is gone
Yeah.
for the duration of this con, you know, and just have
Yeah.
fun and like, dude, I love it.
And
man.
that was the beauty of it, bro. The sad part was when they had the panels and they made the panel movie announcements, and what happened to Daisy Ridley right after they announced that she was coming back. Like she got flooded on photos on her Instagram page that shouldn't even been hit. You know, they flooded her with hatred and stuff like that. But she, you know, she played it coy. She was cool. She didn't worry about it.
Yeah, you just
but
gotta
you just gotta let
shrug
it
it
bounce
off
off.
the
You gotta
best.
have, like I'm saying, like just the way it was. But other than that, like everybody was together, bro. Everybody came together. Everybody, you know, fellowshiped. It was so cool. I think the highlight of the entire con was seeing Dave Filoni and his passion about it, bro, because a lot of his characters that he brought into the universe, he would see out in the audience everybody who was dressed up as those characters. He was already hype about the Ahsoka trailer. So seeing half him out there, he literally cried on stage. Like literally cried, took his hat off for the first time. Well, not the first time, but he just took his hat off.
Right.
It just showed his passion. Dave Filoni. Dave Filoni. Yeah. And it was so impactful, bro. But like everybody was just phenomenal. We just had such a good time, bro. It literally was London just in general, bro. I love London. I really do.
Yeah. I want to bring these up real quick because this goes hand in hand with what Mike just said. It says just talk to famous people how you talk to anyone else, then you're good.
Yeah.
And with Mike, he said, I just caught the tail end of a meeting a famous person. I tried and I just clammed up. I can't get over the nerves. And he's right. And I guess it just depends on your personality though. Like I'll give you an example. Like when I was in 2012 here, we had the 35th anniversary, I think. I think it's the 35th anniversary of Next Generation, and the Next Generation cast were all here to do a big Star Trek panel. It's freaking awesome, dude. And I was outside. I had a couple of my friends, my roommates, and this is back when I smoked cigarettes. So I was outside, we were just, at the little lounge area, I was outside smoking. And then, Deanna Troi from Next Generation, Marina Sirtis, she comes outside. She's by herself. She sits down. She's kind of digging through her purse. I know what she's doing. She's looking for a lighter. So I just lit her cigarette for her. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And then we sat there. We just bullshitted for like 15 minutes. We just chain smoked a couple cigarettes before we went back in. But then my roommates are just like sitting there like they don't know what to do. They don't know what to say. And I'm just like shooting the shit with her. And I'm like, this is fucking cool. And, it was awesome. Like stuff like that.
I guess it depends on the person. Because for me, I don't get starstruck. Like I meet a lot of these guys. I mean, I freak out, right? Like I geek out because it's fun. Like, you know what I mean? Like I've had celebrities on the show and I show my emotion because it's cool. But like the only person I really got nervous around that I was like, oh my goodness, was probably Stan Lee. Because that was just like hero, top level. Another person I'll probably really freak out over and just like probably like not know what to say is The Rock. Other than that, I think I might be good with everybody else. But
I know the person that
Nice.
this was them as well as another
Nope.
I'm telling you, they
I
showed
love
up
it.
everywhere, bro. They showed up everywhere. But another person I thought that the only person I think that I would be extremely starstruck if I actually met him before he passed away, because he's been an idol of mine from day one, is Muhammad Ali. Like if I would have met him in person, I'd have been starstruck. I probably wouldn't have known what to say at that time. But yeah, bro, that's the person who I've always wanted to meet. Always wanted to meet.
Well,
by
see,
far over anybody.
that's different, right? Because then it becomes, it transcends celebrity status. Right, like Stan Lee, Muhammad
those
Ali,
are icons, right? They're like
icon
legends,
idols, like
idols. Yep.
that's where you're like, oh fuck, like I would just be like, I couldn't think, I probably couldn't speak, right? Which is not to take away from like other actors or musicians or writers or artists, but there's certain people that are just they're that
way,
upper
bro.
echelon. That's just like
Right
I don't
there.
even know what to fucking say to you.
Right there.
Something that you've either admired your whole life, or it's some of these people have shaped you into who you are, and then it's to be like, whoa, what do I say? It's tough, man. When is the next Star Trek convention? It's going to be in August, I believe, in Las Vegas. There's always a Vegas Con every year about August or September, give or take. So might be going to that one, dude. I think that would be pretty cool. Would you put Mark Hamill on? I know Mark Hamill's cool, but I would say George Lucas would be higher than Mark Hamill.
Lucas would definitely be higher than Mark Hamill, but I would say Mark Hamill is on that iconic
Mark Hamill's
status.
up there, bro. Yeah.
He's up there.
He's
up there.
definitely iconic status, considering the simple fact that, like, I mean, Luke Skywalker, bro, is, I mean, the Skywalker name itself. I mean, I would have to say that's iconic. He's iconic. Oh, James Earl Jones is iconic.
Sure.
I
just mean like if
Mark
I
Hamill
met
too.
Mark
Joker,
Hamill,
that's iconic too.
he was Joker.
yeah.
But I mean,
Yeah.
if I was in a room with Mark Hamill, I think we could we can riff.
Yeah,
You know?
I don't think I would get starstruck by
If I was in a room
anybody,
with George Lucas, I might just be like,
Yeah.
He ain't,
You know
he
what
ain't
I'm
gonna be
saying?
rift. George Lucas is not rifting with anybody, bro.
I know, but that makes it even more like crazy, right? Like, but that's what I
Yeah.
mean. I would just, Hamill's up there though. I agree with you. I just meant
Yeah.
even higher. I would be like George Lucas is the guy that would make me all
Mhm.
stupid. I wouldn't be able to talk, is what I mean. You know.
Yeah. I mean, because you figure like George Lucas, bro, is responsible for everything that I have.
Yeah, that's
back
why I was,
here.
it's
All this
like,
right
oh,
here
shit.
is because of him. You know what I mean? Like, literally. And even to be quite honest, he's responsible for a lot of things that I have from Marvel. You know what I mean? It's cinematically, that is.
Sure.
Because again, you know what I mean? There's just, THX is responsible for a lot of, the sound effects that you get from those films and stuff like that.
And
So,
Industrial Light and Magic.
Industrial
that's
Light and
his,
Magic, like, yeah, bro, like, it's like, yeah, like you gotta just kind of think about those things. Iconic figures, people who we actually see out there that just like, without them, we wouldn't have, certain things. So when you think about it, it's like, extremely, I know if you got a chance to meet, what's his name? I keep forgetting his name, not Leonard Nimoy, but what's his name?
William Shatner.
William Shatner. If you got a chance to meet him.
Oh fuck yeah, like because Shatner, dude. Not only is
Yeah.
Shatner fucking Captain Kirk, dude, he's like 92, bro, and he just went to space and he's like lived this full fucking life, man. I mean,
Yeah,
he is an
bro.
icon.
Yeah. Bro.
I've never
All
met
them
Shatner,
Progressive commercials. You know what I mean?
bro. But everything, man. The look at his
Yeah.
lifelong achievements, bro. It's insane.
Everything that
And
he's done for years is just
Yeah.
cemented. You know what I mean? So
I don't know
that's
how
just
I would.
icons, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
He's at every con though. I swear he's at every con. Every con I gone to, he's there.
Yeah.
oh yeah, look. Here's the thing. Without getting too deep into it, is that when you get older, bro, it's like you don't want to retire, man. When you retire, that's usually when your body gives up. That's why a lot of people, don't retire, or when they do, they try to do stuff they're constantly active, they're constantly working, they're constantly using their brain. Imagine that when people like, retire, and
Yeah.
oh, what did
Tremble
I ever met
dance, man.
Hey, my
What happened?
Oh, yeah, sit down in your chair in school and don't move. That shit's funny, bro. No, I just mean like, yeah, when you're at that age to retire, you want to keep being busy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you want to keep being busy. So I applaud everybody, at that age,
Mafia,
man.
who's left from the OT and Star Trek? Like, who's left from like the original cast?
George Takei, Sulu is
He's
still
left.
around. Walter Cohen is Chekhov. He's still around.
Mm-hmm.
And William Shatner.
And William Shatner, but everybody else is passed off.
Yeah, DeForest Kelly, Bones passed, Leonard Nimoy passed, Uhura just recently passed. We all know, James Doohan, Scotty. Yeah, man. Yeah,
a lot of them
sucks.
passed away.
But they've all lived pretty long lives.
Mm-hmm.
So for what it's worth. But yeah, dude, it's
about
gonna
Will
be
Wheaton?
really.
Will Wheaton?
Well, that's TNG,
Will Wheaton.
bro. He's 50.
Is he?
Yeah,
Will Wheaton?
yeah, man. Fucking Wesley Crusher.
I thought he was younger than me. He's
Oh, he's,
well, no,
he's 50.
He's 50.
Yeah, dude.
Hey, October's coming up. I'll be right there with him.
He don't look it. Neither do you though. But
Yeah,
I was
do.
shocked.
I look 50, bro. I look
Well,
like I'm gonna be 50
you
years old, bro. With the beard.
Get rid of the beard. It'll make you look younger.
Right now, I look like Mudfoot from Fat Albert. You laughing because you know who I'm talking about.
I know exactly. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Look at
right.
Fat Albert, man. I remember. Yeah, man. I was like, I'm not even gonna do it. I'm gonna. You know what I'm gonna do? You know something now. You got your fucking Astro Mouse. You shouldn't have said it. You shouldn't have said it. Oh fuck.
Oh
Oh
shit.
fuck. Making me cry, guys.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yep. For those of you guys that don't know, some of you know. We'll wait for P-Rock to get back, guys. We'll start talking about this Civil War, man. But yeah, I would agree, man. Yeah, dude, shave the beard.
Nah.
I don't, shit, guys. That shit is funny. But yeah, no, he's 50. He's 50. It's crazy, Everybody in TND. Well, that's what happens. We get old. That's what we do with our lives. That matters, right, guys? You guys made me look him up. Christian Detour. Hell yeah, man.
My foot. You'll see
That's
it.
pretty funny, man. Oh. Anyway, where the hell did P-Rock go? He just always leaves to go smoke.
I don't know. He just dipped out. He don't even turn off his camera. He just dips out.
No, he don't. He's just out. He's probably just doing his thing. Did I hear Mush
So
Moush?
I have a question.
Hell yeah.
I have a question. I was going to save this. No, I'm going to save it to tomorrow. No, I'm going to ask right now. And I'm gonna get more into it tomorrow, but do you think with everything that's happened right now that we're going to see that Kang figure?
That's interesting. Listen, we can actually talk about that because I thought that was interesting, and I guess the short answer is yes. The short answer is yes, because I mean, I don't think Hot Toys really cares about any of that.
It's
to be
all
honest,
going in production right now. Yeah, true.
Yeah, let me put it into perspective. If and this is totally unrelated, and I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't think there's nearly the difference. But if there was already, let's say, a Cara Dune in production, we would have got it.
We would have got that. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Prior to anything else after that.
And I want them to do it because it's just my thing is it's like innocent until proven guilty, and right now he hasn't been proven guilty, and it's a shame that everybody's pulling away from him prematurely already.
Well, see,
really weird.
That's where I'm tripping, right? Because
it's weird.
From what happened a couple weeks ago, right? They come out and there's allegations that he was beating this chick and he strangled her, and then the lawyer immediately is like, hey, we've got like irrefutable evidence that is the contrary to these accusations. But that was 2 weeks ago. And in my brain, just me being me, I'm like, I would have put that shit out like immediately to just get rid of all of these accusations right away. Right. So then my guess is that his PR staff and his management agency, I don't think they just dropped him to drop him. I think they've done their due diligence and investigated on their own, and they've come to that conclusion. I know he was invited to one of those art gallery deals. They
Met Gala,
that.
the Met Gala that was revoked. There's certain
the Army commercials he was doing. The Army pulled it. So I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm always I'm huge with that, right? Innocent till proven guilty. I get that.
Yeah.
I'm 100%.
They did the same thing to what's his name? They dropped him for everything, and then he ended up being super not guilty.
Oh, the football player?
Case. No, freaking Jack
because there was that football.
Oh, you saw? Yeah. Johnny Depp.
Oh yeah,
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp.
Johnny Depp got dropped from the world when that happened, and look how stupid everything ended up being. And then after that, they
because Disney tried to
up.
do an about face after that, and they was like, "Nah, I'm good."
And he's like, "No, I'm good." Yeah. Yeah, but this situation's a little different though because his lawyer comes out that fucking night or whatever and saying, "Yo, no, we got evidence."
So they got evidence, but they never dropped the evidence.
I'd have dropped that shit
like,
everywhere.
Never dropped the video, never said anything. The only thing that they basically dropped was text message from her to him. And if you read that text message, it kind of sounds, it's weird because it sounds convincing, but then again, portions of it doesn't.
Right.
You know what I mean? It sounds weird. Like you can probably look it up and just, hear the exchange between them. It just didn't sound convincing. It did, but it didn't. It just sounds like there could have been holes in it somewhere. So my thing is I hope that, again, he was on fire right now as far as his career. I just hope that, something, if he did it, justice will be served. Because again, I am definitely not an advocate for any man putting his hands on a woman.
Right. That's, know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Not at all. But at the same time, if he didn't do it, then, because Marvel's pretty much right now, they haven't said anything, and there's been no conversation about replacing him or anything like that. I mean, a lot of these tabloids are just shooting the shit about
nothing
this
public
story.
yet.
Nothing has been publicly announced with them right now. So again, smartly enough, they're just waiting just to see. But everybody else who's doing it, all his publicists, the management, if he comes out not guilty, here's what's going to happen. If he comes out not guilty, the people who dropped him, there's going to be other individuals that are going to come after him.
Yeah, people will pick him up.
They're going to pick him up,
and
they're going to be like, "Damn,
me,
yeah,
right." Like these guys, because like you mentioned, he is on fire right now. He's doing very well, in Hollywood. So if I was with these agencies, his PR agency, his management, I would not be so quick to get rid of somebody because you're making a lot of money off his success.
Exactly.
So if he's not,
listen, nowadays, it's all about public appearance. It's not about any of that other stuff.
Yeah, but public appearance is innocent until proven guilty, though.
It doesn't matter. If you're accused, if you're around something like that to make it an accusation, it's bad as it is, no matter what. It's the same thing goes with work or anything like that in the normal
I can
world.
see that, but
and you know what the problem is?
That doesn't mean it's right. That's just how it is. Everybody's got their feelings in it. And if it's going to give you bad publicity as a company or anything, they're going to drop you. It doesn't matter whether it's right or not, or our feelings are invested into it. I don't think it's right. I'm agreeing with you, but that's not how these people are looking at it, because bad publicity will just put a damper on them. Period.
Because then and we know that right now it's cancel culture. So again, if they see that you are supporting this, and they're going to come after you, you know what I mean. So that's like a lot of these companies, are definitely doing this. Same thing happened with James Gunn. Yeah, it's definitely not worth it, in the end. And the biggest thing is, and P Rock, you know this, man. Miguel, you know this. His biggest setback is that regardless of how the situation was, and they said that he called the cops. He's the one who actually called the cops when all this went down. The problem was you were in New York City, bro. We know how New York plays that. They don't care. They don't care. Okay, we understand that you called the cops because of this, but we have to take you in for questioning. We have to follow procedures. This is what they're going to do. Any type of complication.
There's a domestic violence
that's how it is. Domestic. That's how they run that in New York, bro. They don't play that. But the problem is that they didn't take them both in, because that's how it's supposed to be. That they take them both in. You know what I mean? And they didn't do that. It was him. So, it is what it is at this point, man. We just have to see.
I mean, I hope for the best, but I understand why people. I don't think it's right, but I completely understand why they're dropping him, because if they go ahead and they have their back and support him, and it turns out that he did do something, guess what? That's never gonna leave their track.
It's a stain.
It's a stain. Exactly.
And we don't. And here's the thing: is they could have. Now we're only basing it off of what we actually hear in the tabloids. They could have had a conversation with him and be like, "Look, for right now, we're gonna lay low on this. From right now, we're gonna step away. We have to do this, understandably so. You understand this, that we have to kind of separate ourselves from you. Once the smoke clears, then we're here for you. But for right now, business wise, it's just business. We probably have to do this right now. It sucks. We know it sucks. You and I know it sucks, but that's just
it's horrible. Yeah,
business.
I don't like this whole culture thing. That we didn't grow up with this shit. It's like, what the fuck, like.
Yeah, publicly they might not even. They'll publicly say they're not messing with him, but they probably still are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they probably are. They probably. It's just mainly publicly they're saying this stuff, but behind the scenes they're like, it
just depends, man. Like if he's, because the way my brain is interpreting it is that the situation sounds like some shit happened. He put some hands on this chick, and then she's like, no. I've seen it all the time with, abusive relationships and stuff. And then they're like, no, it's my fault. I'm sorry. Like the female. Or the fact that he's got a lot of fucking money and you're in a good spot. So you're kind of like, well, you know what? Fuck it. I'm sorry. Shit got out of hand. I had a night to cool off. Think about it. I don't want them to go after you. It all makes sense. So if that's the way the story is unfolded, which, I mean, I don't know. We're gonna have to see, dude. It's fucking weird, dude. This whole city, and I know the same thing with Ezra Miller. I don't know. That shit's wild, bro. And then I see these companies are just like, well, we're gonna make a bunch of money, so morality goes out the window. So I don't know, man. But P-Rock, you back?
What the hell what are you doing, arts and crafts over there? What the hell was
Like
that?
he was playing with a shark, bro.
Yeah, he's playing with a shark or something. You're muted, bro. So I don't know.
Oh no, I know. I didn't want any guys. I don't make noise. You guys are talking.
Oh, okay. What are you making little shark dolphin noises while you're playing? What are you doing over there?
Is it like your arts and craft Godzilla? What it?
My turtle blimp fell from my ceiling, so I'm trying to fix it so I can put it back up.
Oh shit!
Oh.
Okay.
Hell yeah,
Word.
man. That's badass,
Word.
dude. Second brother in the house, dude. What is good, my man? How you
So
doing?
if I had it hanging above my ceiling here, and when I came back, it fell down, and I wanted to fix it. I was trying to fix the fin. You guys are talking about a topic I have nothing to say about, so I didn't want to be.
Oh yeah, no worries.
That's cool.
No worries.
That's cool.
Yo, I totally get it too. Sometimes you got to defend yourself. I totally get that. But depending on the level of the situation, when they're saying there's like fucking strangulation marks, I don't think goes a little beyond that, right? I mean, we've had to defend ourselves at points, maybe push away, dodge, get the fuck off me type of whatever, but something. I'm just saying,
bro,
like,
you know what? I was talking to Toy about this the other day. Like, honestly, knowing in us, and I'm definitely not the only person that feels this way. Knowing how Hollywood is, bro, I thank God for being a collector, because I would stay this way. It's like, say for instance, if I was a well-known actor, but this was my hobby. Like, literally, like I'm saying this from the bottom of my heart. The smart thing for me is, if after an award ceremony, after a movie, after whatever, I'm taking my ass home where nobody can see me. I'm staying in the crib. Straight up. I'm in the crib. I don't
Bring your own little circle. Bring your own little circle with you. Go back to the crib with that circle, and you're good to go.
And you're good to go. I'm in the crib with people that I know that I'm confident got my back. I'm in the crib. You're not going to see me in public. You're not going to see me at any type of club or any type of function, cafe. I'm at the crib, literally staying myself, because anything can happen. The person you started with is the person you should end with. You know what I mean? That's just the way it is, bro, because anything can happen. If you surround yourself around people who you don't know, you know what I mean? Especially when you are in the public eye like that, and you got somebody. Now, and from what they're saying, the rumor is that she got mad because he was texting another female. First of all, I'm like, bro, how dumb can you be? Like,
well,
if that's the first
time, bro.
If
like,
that's,
we see famous people just
all the time, bro. But that's the problem.
Like, yo,
is
just shut the fuck up.
If
like,
you know this, because you see Hollywood, you see how fickle Hollywood is, you see how people get into constant trouble and they do dumb things. Me, myself, after I'm done with the job, I'm at the crib. After I'm at this award ceremony, I'm at the crib. I'm not going to your after party. I'm not going to this benefit. No, I'm at the crib, because you're not going to say I did anything or you saw me doing nothing. I'm at the crib, probably watching TV, chilling with my family. Because not only am I protecting myself, I'm protecting my family and my asset, because money is very important to feeding my family.
Right.
That's what is so important, bro. The amount of people
that will sit there and set you up because they know your fame and all that. That's the other shit you got to watch out for.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get ambushed and be like,
Hell
"Yo,
yeah,
he
bro.
assaulted me," or "This happened," and this happened,
Hell yeah.
or
somebody will trip in front of you. Oh, he assaulted me. What the hell are you talking about? You just fell on the floor.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. That's it, bro.
I get that too, man. Sometimes it's easier said than done, but it's also having a level of control and knowing how to check your ego.
Yeah.
Which is difficult. Again, it is.
Key word. And what you just said is important. Checking your ego, bro. Plain and simple.
Yeah. It's a big deal, man. It really is. But I know Miguel has to leave shortly, so I want to get into this for this evening. I know P-Rock, you're pretty eager about this. We were gonna kind of check out and kind of visit Civil War for you guys out there who aren't familiar with the 2006 run that was absolutely huge, that Marvel decided to adapt into a movie that had nothing to do with it, but that's a topic for another day. This was dope, man. I read it when it came out. I've recently reread it. I know P-Rock, you never read it before, correct? I know Lale and Miguel have. So this is your first. This was your first rundown, correct, P-Rock?
Yep. First time.
And what did you think? Did you end up enjoying this, or?
All right, so I'll be honest, I didn't finish it. But I was getting close to the end, and I'm intrigued with what you guys say, because I want to know what you guys can. Basically tell me how it ends, because I want to know how it ends. But yeah, the first thing I noticed right away when I was reading it, the damn artwork was beautiful, man.
Yes,
it's just oh man, it's so damn good. I kind of like that they used some characters to that, like when they started forming the different. What the hell?
Oh, there's an ad.
There? Oh, but I was like, this threw me off. I was like,
I didn't get the ads out. Some of them, right? But go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
No, just
we may have some ads in the first issue. I don't think I pulled them out.
But no, but I agree. Marvel and the MCU would have excelled if they made this movie, because they do it already in all the movies they make with the characters. They always reveal their identity, so they would have excelled at this. So it was cool that I like Captain America, that he kind of went not really the bad guy route. They kind of kept that kind of same thing in the movie. Peter Parker finally showed his face. The art style for his, I didn't like his face too much. He looked kind of like a little too boy bandish for me. But it was pretty cool. I mean,
well, that's a huge moment. Like,
it was.
Guys
it was
out there
the
who
way
don't know.
ended the episode.
You know, the reason. So, just to give you a quick synopsis, so it all kind of started when the New Warriors, they were doing a reality television show, and was it Nitro?
Yeah.
Fuck. So,
Stanford, Connecticut. I actually go there for work too, so that's crazy. When I was reading,
well, at Stanford, Connecticut.
Yeah.
So that's where they were at. It's like some residential area. They were filming this reality show, and he kind of went supernova, and he kind of nuked off and destroyed this area, this like suburb area, killed a bunch of people, killed a bunch of kids. It was pretty crazy. Obviously, it was unintentional, but that's where things started to turn. Which with you guys, the MCU fans, kind of get an idea where you had Tony Stark, you know, in the MCU was being like, yo, you know, we kind of goofed up, you know, the whole Sokovia thing, and oh fuck, I'm responsible for Ultron and da 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 da. And then he was like, yo, kind of pro-government, like we should be registered, you know, to the government. Whereas Cap was like, nah, that shit ain't cool. Like in this scene right here, he's like, yo, weapons down, bro. Marina Hill's there. He's like, fuck you guys. And he bails out on Shield and he escapes because that's where the divide started. So MCU kind of, you know, they did follow at least somewhat, right? Like what the premise was.
It was their rendition of it. You know, they kind of flipped it and made Wanda the culprit of the explosion that happened and stuff like that. Whereas Nitro was the one who ignited in this, which started the whole, and this, what was better. And like, you know, I definitely agree with P-Rock. Like there was so much more in this story that if it was translated to film, it would have been phenomenal. Like literally. And it's not to say that the version that we got in the MCU wasn't good, because it was good, but I think this was more in depth. And with this particular version of it, you kind of understood both sides. And that was the beauty of how well this story was written, because you understood that, okay, yes, like if you can't have that much untapped, untamed power just unchecked, you know what I mean? You can't have that running unchecked. But then at the same time, you understood from Cap's standpoint, like, yo, like we should, why do we have to contain ourselves and give up our identity and putting our families at risk? You know what I mean? More so than anything. So you understood basically both sides of the situation. That was the beauty of how well this was definitely written. And then also knowing that with Tony Stark, it's like, not, okay, yes, I agree with what the government was saying, but then it's like my friends, I have to think about them as well. So yeah, it's this story in general. Incredible, bro.
And then we got Reed Richards here. Look at that.
Yeah.
His big plan for superhuman communities, like Reed's lost his damn mind.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, what are you doing, bro?
When reading this too was cool. I'm not a Captain America. When reading comics, when I used to collect comics, I was never a Captain America fan. But I feel the name of the team. But I was actually able to finally see it in comic form. Baron Zemo's team. What's the name of the group again? Thunderbolts. That's the group, right? That
Mhm.
day, I was
Definitely,
actually finding to see them. Yeah, like I never really read them in comics or see them in comics, so this is my first time experiencing them. But like they were more becoming more heroes in this comic, but it was cool to see them.
Well,
Yeah.
it's because this is what made the Civil War arc so cool. Is not only did it affect the superheroes, what does this mean to supervillains, right? Because they're hearing about all this happening, right? Some took advantage of this, as we find out later on with Norman Osborn and creating the Dark Avengers, which is something later. He literally profited off of all of this, right? Whereas you have others like, say, I don't remember if it was Venom or like you mentioned some of the Thunderbolts. They were actually like, you know what? Let's take advantage of the situation, the enemy of my enemy, right? So they would end up teaming up with Captain America, or a few of them teamed up with Tony Stark because they were like, sure, so that's what made it so damn cool. It wasn't just what was going on with the superheroes, bro. It was also like what was happening with the villains and the world around it. Like all of this, dude, was so in depth, man. And you saw all this infighting, with the Fantastic Four. Sue didn't agree with Reed. Ben, Grimm the Thing, he was just like, you know what, fuck everybody. I'm gonna go back to the fucking the Yancey Street crew. And he was like, I'm out. I don't want nothing to do with any of this stuff. This is a 7-run issue, but it went for like 170 something comics. It went through a big crossover of every big comic at the time, so you can kind of follow like what was going on in Wolverine's comics, what was happening in Ghost Rider's comics, so forth. So it was a huge deal, bro. Glad the X-Men sat this one out. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They didn't really mess with this, man.
I'm not. I wish they jumped in it.
Do you really?
Yeah, so this for me, right? And this
they would have them fighting each other. Some would have went one way, some would have.
I don't think so, because this came from the X-Men. The idea came from the X-Men Mutant Registration Act. That the X-Men have been dealing with this for
so
years
long,
and years in their comic books. So now they took that idea and brought it into the superheroes as a whole, which I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying, but the crazy part about this storyline is not only was it so well written, but these are things that go on in real life. I can't even tell you how many times my family has been in, divide because of politics or because they don't agree on something, for different reasons. And in this series, you see the divide within the teams, Sue and Richard, Spider-Man going ahead and jumping both sides, you know what I'm saying? Which I thought was freaking crazy. And as the reader, you sympathize with both sides, and it's hard. You're caught in conflict and don't know what side you would pick.
Yeah,
because
that's what made it so
many,
compelling.
Right?
Because you're agreeing with both sides.
Correct.
Yeah.
There's so many reasons why I didn't want them to, check their identity. There's reasons why I did want them to do it. I understood, but the other thing that I liked about this was everything the consequences and everything that happened afterwards, and then the story after. My biggest thing with this was the Illuminati. My biggest thing was is what the hell they did with the Hulk. That I thought was crazy. Like the Hulk is so powerful that they didn't want him to pick a side. Period.
No, they just sent him off to space.
So they launched him
into
space to die.
Yeah, they were like, fuck him. He's gone.
So a group of Illuminati.
They also thought he was
together,
just extremely dangerous as well. Yeah.
Right. Send the Hulk away to die. They didn't give a shit about that because they thought this was more of a the whole storyline was just insane. And I love the art. I love the storytelling. I love the back and forth. For me, the important person here aside Captain America and Iron Man, I think Spider-Man played a very
that's why I paused it right here.
Because
this is the first time he reveals to the world that he's Peter
Who
Parker.
He was
on his own will,
and how convincing it was at that point. But the thing is, Tony Stark knew where to get him and how to get him.
Oh yeah,
he played him.
He
played him. And the biggest thing was the safety net. Your family is going to be safe. They'll be well taken care of and compensated. This, that, and the third. And he played to the T because of that that guarantee, which backfired. Definitely backfired. But Yeah, it was just, again, the size and the division in that, and even on top of that, what Cap sacrificed in the end. You know what I mean? Like it was so much. You know, somebody was talking earlier about Black Goliath. Definitely, that was that was like
that was
crazy.
Huge.
Yeah, it was dope.
That was crazy. Like that was literally crazy. But it was the beauty of this particular story. Now, here's the thing, like, because I liked this version. I liked the first, and I always go back to the first Civil War. Second Civil War,
I didn't even read it, bro. So I don't.
It was okay, but I think that the storyline, I mean, because that one was orchestrated by, you know, Captain Marvel herself, Carol Danvers. But, you know, again, it was just, you know, that one was more so based off of the simple fact that, you know, they had an individual who could see the future. So that, you know, that story was bent off of the simple fact that if you could see the future and if you knew that you could stop a crime before it happens, you utilize that to the advantage. And Captain Marvel was all for that. Whereas the other squad wasn't. They were like, nah, come on, like seriously, like you're taking, anything can change. You know, those circumstances could be changed. So why would you do this? It was sort of like a Minority Report approach.
Yeah. Of
so
course.
yeah, and it was cool, but I think this was a bit more interesting. So I like this version more.
Well, you know, when you mentioned that, how like Tony kind of totally, you know, used, you know, Spider-Man. You know, this is a thing too that a lot of people didn't understand, is this is where we first got the Iron Spider outfit, right?
Yeah.
It was after he revealed himself, Stark was like, "Hey, look, I built you a suit." But
this suit was badass. I'm not going to front.
The suit's fucking awesome. But little did Peter know that, you know, Stark is tracking him. He's got all these bugs implanted into his suit. And once he found that out, that's when Peter flipped. It was like, you know what? Fuck this suit. I'm joining Cap's side. And that's the thing, right? It's, as a reader, we're always like, wow. You're like, yeah, you're right. You know what? Fuck Tony. So now I'm like, I'm with Cap, you know? I was with Cap from the get-go, though, just because I don't, you know, I was like, nah, dude. He's all about, you know. What Peter? I'm sorry.
I was like, I was always keep mask on, so I was always with Captain America, too.
Yeah. So, you know.
Because you're erring on the side of the simple fact that, like, yo, like, literally, I am putting my family in danger. You don't understand. And how many these villains that you've put in prison, you know, crime lords, crime bosses who basically have been waiting for the opportunity to know who you are to attack your family. You're putting all that at risk. I erred on that side. But then I also had to look at the simple fact that, okay, these are powers that sometimes in the wrong hands are unstable and you can cost many lives. And I was like, damn. It's just the subterfuge there, bro. Like, you just don't know what to kind of like, where you kind of align yourself. And that was the beauty of this story in the end. You know what I mean? Like, this, and like I said, I'm still, you know, with P-Rock. But here's the thing though. This was a story that if we wanted to tell this version of the story, that movie couldn't have been made at that time.
Too many characters, too much money.
Yeah, I feel like it still can't be made.
Yeah, it can't. It would have to be made over several movies, like maybe not several, like maybe 3 or 4 movies. Yeah,
like a show or series or something.
They should have done a series, but the thing is, like, I think when the time it came out too, like, it's just I don't think the world was ready for such a powerful discussion on something like that.
But it definitely shouldn't have been one movie. I'm sorry.
Nah, I think it should have been.
No, you're right, though. And this was 2005, 2006. I mean, we didn't even have the MCU yet. Yeah. So, much less now, you know, I feel like they could make it, but they still need a couple of more movies or shows to get the roster. And even then, they're not going to have everybody, right? But I think, oh, man. See, I paused it right here for the guys, for the MCU fans, because this is kind of what Marvel does. They draw. I mean, this is almost shot for shot in Civil War, like the way he's swinging here, and
this fight was a knockdown, drag out, like straight up on point. Like, you were seeing battling. Like going at it for a minute, like literally.
And we talk about egos, right? We've got two big
Hercules.
ones clashing. Right. And Hercules comes in, like it's huge. And that's why I still, you know, I enjoy the MCU, because they really do try to pull reference as much as they can, or keep it as close as they can. But there's always a lot of panels that they've almost mimicked, you know. We see that in Endgame and a lot of other movies. They'll just
the
rip
Captain
an
America
actual panel.
and Iron Man with the shield, that was right from the comic.
Yeah,
they took that. They definitely that was shot for shot. But that's the Russos, man. I mean, well, not the Russos, but you know, it's an iconic shot that you actually get. You know, when you're looking at it, and from that perspective, when you think about how it was drawn, how they brought it to film, but when you see it, it's like, yeah, that's incredible. But then you think about, okay, the things that happened in between that they could have brought in to make that even more impactful.
Yep.
You know what I mean? But I still loved it. I ain't go front. I still loved it. You know what I mean? So yeah, it was incredible, bro. Like definitely incredible.
Dude, get the comic run, man, or subscribe to like the Marvel Unlimited or.
Dude, this show might make me get back at the comics, man. I'm scared.
What the Civil War run that you read?
Yeah,
this
right
Tuesday
here.
show, like catching up on these comics, man. It's like it makes me miss those days when you actually had good. See, all right. So my thing is, we're doing this right. We're going back to the old school stuff because like the current stuff, I can't catch. Like I try giving the current stuff, and I can't give it a try because the
current stuff's kind of all over the place. Though.
Yeah, exactly.
There's some good, but this is all this is all gold, right here, man. And this isn't even that old. I mean, I guess kind of. It's almost 20 years old,
right?
but yeah, 2006.
Yeah, this right here this was crazy. This shot, it pissed a lot of people off who readers as well when that scene when Black Goliath was killed too. It was, but it was shocking when it happened. It was a huge moment, bro. Because then when you thought about that, because at that very moment, you hated Tony Stark even more.
Yeah.
Because of what could have been avoided.
Because of his actions.
Yeah. You just hated him even more. He was like, man, fuck Tony.
Yep. Why they don't get the figures, man?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude. Yeah, through the fucking chest by Android Thor, everyone stopped fighting.
Yeah, bro.
And Miguel, you brought that up with the Illuminati. This whole situation kind of set up what was later to be known, as Planet Hulk, and then that goes into World War Hulk, which there are their own things, but Civil War spawned a bunch. We ended up getting into Siege and Dark Reign and all this stuff, really because of this.
Yeah.
Like, not only was this story badass,
and the death of Cap because of this as well.
Yep.
Yeah. So, Cap dies, guys. But no one's ever really gone. But I mean,
that was that was like a short run.
But that's the interesting thing, guys. So for those of you who don't know, I mean, he's back now or whatever. But
he made the black suit, right? If I'm correct there now. When
was it after? Well, I know. What Cable ended up taking the shield.
Did he? Damn, I don't even remember that.
Cool.
Yeah, Cable grabbed the shield.
Cable, X-Factor, X-Men Cable?
Yeah, Cable grabbed the shield, and so did Punisher. I remember that.
And then Tony took it and then gave it to Bucky. He convinced Bucky that he had to become Cap, the new Cap at that point.
Which is crazy. This is why, so for me, this is what made Civil War so badass, is the death of Cap. Yeah. And the reason why is because Cap didn't die, bro, from like this Civil War. It wasn't superheroes or anything.
This right here is crazy. This right here. This what you didn't really see. But
I can rewind the smidge here. Let's see.
Can you make it smaller though? Like that panel right there with him holding Spider-Man like that. Love that.
Yeah, the next one. No, I have it all like on I've already cropped it, but yeah,
it was
Spider-Man
Punisher, right?
Yeah.
It was Punisher.
Yeah, the Punisher had him.
It's Punisher holding him. Which is dope because that's Punisher's first appearance in Spider-Man.
Yeah, he was trying to kill.
Exactly. Yep.
So it ties it in like real nice. I mean, it's the thing with Cap, guys, he just got shot in the face, dude, by some rando. And that's what made it so.
Well, didn't he get shot? He got shot in the chest by Agent
Venom.
No, what was her name?
Black Widow?
No. I know who you're talking about.
He got shot in the chest by
Who was it? It's been.
What's
It was
her
right
name?
at the end, and they were like interviewing him and stuff. And
Agent.
like
What is her name? Carter. Agent. What is her name?
but it turned out exactly.
Yeah, but it was and it was orchestrated. So it was orchestrated originally by Crossbones, but it was
Sharon
Agent
Carter?
13. Agent 13
Thank you.
was the
There
one
we
who
go.
basically shot Cap. You know, at that time, because she was Sharon Carter. Yeah, she shot him because she was brainwashed at that time. But all of it was also orchestrated by Crossbones at that time.
Right, but right at that when it happened, we didn't know who it was. It was just like, oh, he just got
Nobody.
shot. Like you're just,
Yep.
that's it.
Shot him
You're
right
dead.
in his chest. Yep.
Like what the fuck?
Mhm.
So that was a crazy, this whole damn thing.
Yep. And to find
Final
out that
Fantasy V.
basically it was orchestrated, that he got shot. It was all orchestrated by the Red Skull, because the Red Skull wanted Cap's body. So in essence, that he wasn't dead. It was just his essence was trapped. So it was a crazy storyline, but it was like over so many issues, because we didn't get Cap back until after Secret Invasions.
Yeah, which was 2009, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So like a good 3 years after. A good 3 years after, yeah, man. You guys out there, I would recommend reading it if you're you know, if you haven't, or you're thinking about reading comics, like what P-Rock was saying. It makes you, you know, reading this makes you like, oh shit, I kind of want to, I want to continue reading these. Like, they're really good, man.
Yeah.
They're really good. This was huge though. I remember this was huge at the time. Even, I mean, everybody was waiting for a new issue, you know, every Wednesday. Whether it was, you know, the single run, or like I said, it literally was in like every major Marvel comic publication. It would just have a Civil War, you know, subtitle on like the Punisher, or, you know, anything. So if you were reading, you know, your favorite, you know, runs, they had their own tie-ins that were just more personal to them because it was their issue. So it spanned almost damn near 200 issues, dude.
Yeah.
This was a big deal, dude. Let me see what some of you guys are saying in the chat, dude. What they're showing in the MCU is cool, but nothing beats the source material.
Yeah. And that's what I know. The original director was like, "Well, we don't want to do like the comic. That story is already told. We want to do our own." But still, like, it's just a lot of people didn't read the comics. If they would do the comics, The Last of Us is a good example. Like, they kind of they're so far they're the only show or whatever that kind of kept it close, very close to the source material, and it was successful. I just wish they kind of gave it a try, because the stuff they're doing now is not doing it. Just get a director and have them do something from the comic. It's gonna do good.
Yeah,
It'll
but
do
then
good.
they're not gonna get credit for their.
I
You know what I
know,
mean? Like,
but they'll get credit for saving MCU though, and that's what's more important right now.
They're retelling somebody else's story. They want to take credit for the recreation.
That's the
their,
ego right
their
there.
interpretation of it. Exactly.
I'd rather just go in there and be like, "Hey, man, I want to be the one that's bringing MCU back. Let me do this movie, and then from there, maybe they'll give me more freedom to do my own stuff included, like mix my own thing in there."
The hardest thing about that, though, is the simple fact that at the time, and even now, to tell this story with so many individual characters would have to be told.
Oh no,
at
yeah, I
the
understand
time.
that. You have the characters,
And that's
but
the hard part. But it's characters that we want to see.
But
You
in
know what I
Infinity
mean?
War, when they did Infinity War, they took so many characters out and substitute with other characters that we didn't need, and it's like you have important characters that they could have used, but they didn't use.
Right.
Warlock should have
look
been
at
in there.
look at this panel right here, just for example. I mean, dude, this is, they don't even have half of these guys in the MCU.
Songbird, Cloak and Dagger. You got
half these characters won't be that much money because they're not really known characters.
Yeah, but you gotta remember, a lot of it had to do with licensing too. It's not that they didn't want to.
Yeah, I know. For Infinity Wars, I know that's why they couldn't use Galactus and Femme, but they could.
Sure,
I
get that.
They could use Warlock. They had Warlock. They could have used instead. They swapped it out Miss Marvel.
Yeah. If they actually stuck with more towards the source material with Eternals, way better in my opinion. I would agree.
Talk about a lot of movies if they were the source material.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't have to do completely the same change. Like, Last was change a few things, but like keep it like at least 60% original to the source material.
Sure. I get that, because that's what we really want, right?
Yeah.
OG fan, my dude says done. Ordered Civil War 1-7 complete run with Civil War: The Confession.
There you go.
And Civil War: The Initiative.
There you go.
Blame Mafia. Hey man, I'm telling you, dude. Civil War
one
is
has
a
front
great
lines.
run.
If you have the frontline one there too, that's gonna. I'm not sure
there
what's
was a
next.
lot. There was also like the road to Civil War and the Civil War aftermath. I mean, you don't really have to necessarily read all that stuff, but you got the meat and potatoes right there, dude, with what you just ordered. So it's great, man. I want Sentry on the big screen. Yeah, dude, I would like to see Sentry as well.
You're about to get him
Yeah, I think so.
in the Thunderbolts, which is going to be. I want to see how they're going to do it. Well, it's the rumor so far, and it's a strong rumor that we're going to get him in the Thunderbolts. So I just want to see how they're going to do
There's
it because
Taskmaster.
yeah, Robert Reynolds' story is really you can't half-ass that story, man. You definitely can't.
No. Have at the
I
vile
always loved that
traitors.
Thor helmet, man. That's
What
the
he
best Thor
said. I
helmet.
love that panel. Yeah, because Thor wasn't around, guys, either. So this is a really cool.
Yeah.
You want to read it, you guys. We've already kind of given away a lot, which is all right. But
Yeah.
see, look at that. And here's Taskmaster. See what I'm saying? Like the villains,
The real
all
Taskmaster.
the real yeah, they all got into the mix, dude. It was so fucking cool. Two friends in the house. What is good, my man? Are we speaking on penance though? Well, so I mean, we can, right? Because Nitro ends up becoming penance, which, you know, he's got this suit around him. It like, I think it inhibits his power and it also kind of hurts him. And he has to, he's got to do a penance is exactly what that's all about. There's more to it than that, but he's really cool. And I thought that was cool how he birthed essentially a new character out of an old character. Yeah, dude. The Thor panel alone is the price of admission. Yeah, bro. It's really cool. Not gonna lie, dude.
I thought of a good countermeasure real quick for the whole director thing. If you think about it, if you go back to it, Lord of the Rings, straight from the book, straight from the source material. And look how well that did. And look how that made Peter Jackson so much popular. He didn't write that story. He got that straight from the source material. He changed a few things. So there's a lot of things out there.
Well, that's a good point. That's a good point too.
It's just more. I agree. It's more of the ego of the director, I guess, because they want to, I guess, have their own thing out there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, his suit was made of nails, inverted. He was like in an Iron Maiden, essentially. That like, cool. Yeah, he had to constantly feel pain. Penance.
Yeah,
is
you live
dope.
a kid. That's my penance. Monet St. Croix. That's definitely my penance.
Well, that one too, but for this was, you know, Nitro or whatever.
Yeah, Nitro became, yeah.
Which is cool. But anyway, guys, I will go to wrap on this real quick because I know Miguel, you got to get going, right, bro?
I do. I gotta work at 4:00 in the morning. It's late over here, but as always, I appreciate you guys. Fun show every Tuesday night. Love being here. Leo, nice seeing you back.
Appreciate that, brother. See you
I'll
Friday.
Send you an
8
invite
o'clock.
for Friday. P-Rock,
Yeah, let's
of
go.
course, always the man. And Anthony, thank you so much. Always,
of course,
content, guys. Remember to check out my video tomorrow, 11 a.m. in honor of 30 years anniversary of the Power Rangers. We're doing the entire Power Rangers, 9 statues from Iron Studios to create this cool diorama. Here's my Alpha 5, just sneak peek so you guys can see it. But
yeah, man, dude, that'll be cool.
Mandalorians tomorrow too. Oh my god, a lot of things tomorrow.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can't wait. But I appreciate you guys, and I'll catch you guys Friday.
Catch you later.
All right, my man. Make sure to go check out Miguel if you haven't already at Toy Quest 101. I have his link in the description below as well. And yeah, Miguel, man, you have a good rest of your evening, man. I think he already did. Yeah.
Real quick before we move on. So
yeah.
I guess I was new to this Nitro. What was he from? Like, was it originally comic from what? Like, was it New Mutants or?
Originally, well, I don't know originally, but it was part of the New Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so
because it was him, Speedball. It was, you know, which Speedball is an underrated character.
I remember Speedball. Yeah. I remember I had his first issue, man.
Yeah.
There were some deaths, man. Yeah, there was. I mean, from a superhero standpoint, yeah, but also like in general, like human deaths. I mean, shit got real, dude. I mean, that explosion in the beginning, and yeah, no X-Men tonight because I'm gonna wait for Mario on that one. And you know what I'm saying? We're already at 2 hours, so we'll shoot the shit for a few minutes, and then we'll probably save that for next week, because we got into a lot of other stuff this evening. And plus, it's Mario's hot button topic. He's not here, so I think we'll save it for that. But dude, y'all don't get spoiled. Stay off YouTube and Facebook. I will probably watch it tonight. Why
I'm
not,
definitely
right?
watching it tonight. 3:00. I'm up.
You gonna
I'm
stay
gonna
up?
watch it. Hell yeah, bro. Because I
debating-
don't
I'm
want
debating whether to
spoilers,
do
bro. For this last episode, I don't want any spoilers. I just want to watch it for myself. I want to see it for myself. Yeah, I'm staying up. What I'll probably do is take like a short nap. Set my
I was about to
alarm.
ask that. Are you gonna take a nap first, or are you gonna?
Yeah. That's why I'm
Oh,
about to get
right.
my ass off of here pretty soon because I want to take a short little nap and then wake up and watch it definitely.
I might
Yeah,
do this.
no, I'm gonna probably watch it tonight too.
It's
and
39
then,
minutes. I already checked it out. A friend of mine checked it out. It's 39
I
minutes.
don't want
supposedly.
nobody spoiling it. I don't want to. Nope. I'm turning the
tomorrow,
phone
man.
off.
Tomorrow is IMAX.
For Picard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what streaming service is called Picard? That's what it's called, Picard.
Star Trek Picard, yeah, season 3. You can skip 1 and 2. It's not that. I mean, it's not really Trek in my opinion, but you can try. But 3 is the continuation directly from Next Generation, like
You
the
said
last
it's on
movie is
Paramount Plus?
Paramount Plus, yeah. So that's gonna be cool because they're airing it here, episode 9 and 10. I already watched episode 9, but 9 and 10 are gonna be it's a movie at the IMAX. Dope, dude. So
after they aired at the
How long are each
IMAX,
episode?
then it's going to hit Paramount.
Yeah, because it hits at nighttime Wednesday night, right? It's like, think of like Mando, right? Mando will hit at midnight. So tomorrow midnight, because it's supposed to air on Thursdays. So Wednesday night is the theater, and then I'll probably watch it again when I get back.
On Paramount.
On Paramount, yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna binge it this weekend. I'll just do it that way. Just to kind
How
of.
long are the episodes?
About an hour.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
the last two are gonna be an hour each, or they're gonna be a little bit longer.
They're all like an hour each. They don't do these like 30-minute. They don't.
Yeah,
no,
I like that.
literally, like no knock. They don't. They're like 45,
Like Game of
55
Thrones
minutes
is the same
each.
thing. I like that.
Yeah, they're pretty much an hour straight. So I know you guys haven't seen it. I'm more excited for Picard, but I'm still excited for Mando. Picard's it. This is like an end of an era type thing. So I'm like, man, I wonder what
There's
they
no more
do.
seasons after this.
That's the
This is the last
beauty of it,
season
bro.
of
You
Picard.
have Star Trek fans, you have Star Wars fans. They both have something to be excited for. Me,
I know this is like the
because
perfect
I'm a Star
fucking
Wars
time.
fan. You already know I'm excited for the night. So
Yeah.
yeah.
No, I mean I'm stoked too, but just being so diehard Trek, I was like, oh my god, they're back. Like they're back. Yeah, exactly, second brother. It's so I am. Woo.
So this
Can't
is the
wait.
last season. Like no more Picards after this season.
I don't think so, bro, at all.
Are they gonna
because
are they gonna do like something new? Like the
they're gonna do
director?
some other stuff, but I know Terry Matalas is not gonna be. He's a showrunner for season 3, and it's a long kind of thing of how it happened, but it's kind of like the perfect storm of sorts how it happened. So it's so cool that Terry was in charge of season 3, and he brought back all the designers, the production staff from the Next Generation, just rooted them out of retirement or whatever they were doing, and were saying, hey, we're gonna do this again. I want you guys all to come back. And
That's cool.
it shows. It's really freaking dope, dude. It's really good. So I'm glad, dude. I'm super excited for it. There may be a spin-off with 7 of 9. We're not sure yet. Either way, if they can keep up with that, bro.
Man. I want that figure.
Me too, man. Oh my god, I always do. I had a crush on her so hard when I was a
Mafia
kid.
should have
man.
got it for me, bro.
Where you guys think the whole thing started from? Her.
Saying, I know you can pull some strings, bro.
I can see if I can still find one. What were you saying, P-Rock?
I said, where do you think my whole thigh thing started from? Her, man. That tight suit she had
okay.
on. Oh my
Fair
god.
enough.
I just wanted to grab everything on her
Mafia got
as a
you.
Wow.
kid, man.
As a kid.
And then
Yeah.
they purposely, her chest was purposely displayed that way in that show. Like you saw
Just figure it out. You gotta
everything
get
through
that
that
for me, bro.
suit.
Come on, man. Just do it.
Well, yeah, she wore the cat suit.
I know, but you saw the nips and everything, man. I was like, oh my
Pointing at
god.
that, seeing that you have
Like, as a
that,
kid,
you
I was like,
gotta give me
woo!
one,
Like,
bro.
guys
Come
gonna have a little chub watching that show.
on, man. I know you can find one for me. Come on.
I will see if I can find another 7 of 9 for you. I will.
Come on. You just gotta find one. Come on, man. Get to
If you can find it.
Because,
Well, I got
man.
mine pre-ordered through Sideshow, so I don't know if it's ever gonna come.
See,
Oh, it will. Sideshow just takes forever. I
Are
will.
they sold
I
out?
will
Can,
take a
can you
look.
still pre-order it through Sideshow, or is it done?
I think it's
still have it
waitlisted.
available. It's waitlisted. Oh, okay.
Is it waitlisted?
Yeah, I think everything X06 is waitlisted.
I'm gonna check with Ray to see if Ray can get it for me.
If they do the other girl too, the black hair that dated it was
Come on, man. You can just
you
go
put the
ahead and
picture of
get
her on Facebook.
it. Mafia just hoarding.
She has the black hair, but she has a nice body too. She has like the upper chest and everything.
Deanna Troy.
But what was the character's name in the?
I just named her.
Okay, did she end up dating that? I'm sorry, I'm not good with Star Trek. The Wookiee looking dude.
The Klingon Worf.
Yeah, that guy. She was.
Yeah, a little bit
right?
in season 7 of TNG.
Yeah, that's her. Then that's her. I was kind of mad about that. I was like, come on, man. Don't
That's
do
what
that.
I was just talking about earlier. I was outside smoking cigarettes with her at the convention. That's her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, to give you some
she's beautiful.
perspective.
7 to 9. Come on, get that one.
Right, G-Rock,
Damn,
Jesus.
what?
Yeah, I mean, anyway, yeah, I will see what I can do, but yeah, otherwise they're gone, guys. Did he just call Worf a Wookiee? Yeah. On that note, yeah, I know.
I don't know. I'm
Guys,
sorry.
all
I
right.
don't know much.
All right. Well, what the hell's going on with you, man? I know. Shut his mic off. I know. So you dropped that Mondo review today, though, right?
Yeah. The Wolverine. So perfect time because that game is just got announced today too. So it's supposedly available to the 28th. So you got 10 days for that time release. Mondo Gambit. I definitely got to pick up one because like having that Wolverine in hand, man, just like the way it pops and off the screen. So I'm probably gonna get them all, man. I'm gonna get Jubilee, Magneto.
You going all in?
I think we'll go all in. At least for the X-Men, not the Batman.
Yeah, for X-Men, yeah.
X-Men, yeah. Batman, if they do Clayface for the 6K, I'll definitely get Clayface,
Okay.
but that's about it. But yeah, so
Well, that'll be
definitely
pretty
doing
cool.
that. More reviews. I'm working on the Mezco 112, the comic classic Superman. So I'm working on that one now too. So definitely love my comic stuff. And then from there, yeah, LW on Friday and more reviews coming up.
Hell yeah, man. Go check out P-Rock if you have not
Thank you.
already. And then Lale, man, my man. What's up, man? You got stuff coming
Right
on
now,
this
I'm trying to
week?
find 7 to 9.
Oh, okay. Well, make sure you
No, seriously. What do we
What's up,
got going
man?
on right now? No, I was literally. I'm trying to find it for real. I was trying. Yeah. Tomorrow, Say What Wednesday, of course. We're gonna kind of deep dive into like what's been going on, what's been happening with pop culture figures, stuff like that. What's been released. I was gonna do like a live show tonight, but I'm tired. I had a long day, so I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna watch the show and comment on it later. We have Uncivilized Scoundrels on Mario's channel on Thursday, so we'll definitely go deep into that. Figure Flex Friday, of course, and Collectors Lounge International on Sunday. And yeah, comic book talk with friends on Monday. Normally, like I said, we're the thing is, I'm just kind of playing around with some times. I might have to move that to Sunday because Mondays it's kind of tough for me. We haven't had it for a few weeks. We might do one last show for that Monday, and then before I decide to move the time. But yeah, look for comic book talk with friends next Monday. Pretty much I just dropped that video the other day for Cable and the X-Force, so check that out if you haven't already, and that's Take Your Position. I don't know because there's so many figures that I actually have to kind of open over here that I'm looking at. I don't know what I'm going to tackle next. It might actually be War Machine and the Mark V. I don't know. But we'll see what we'll do. It might be a couple Star Wars figures. I don't know, but we'll see what we can actually do and get that going on. But yeah, man, it's just a lot happening. And yeah, thanks for having me, bro. Also, Astro Mouse merch coming soon. So I can't wait for that. Yeah, definitely. Let's go.
Yeah, we got some other merch coming too for Lyle here next week. So
Ooh. Yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot one more thing, real quick. Ant.
What? All right, go ahead, P-Rock.
Astro Ant. I was trying to get the weight off you.
Oh, okay. Is that it?
So I'm also in the talks. So I'm also gonna be doing a stream too, since half my subscribers too are also the 112 scale. So I'm in talks with people who are in the 112 scale community, like the streamers and stuff like that. So something coming up in the future. So there's a show. I got the name for it already. I'm just working on the logo and the intro. Once that's done, I already have this one guy called Diego Doom. He does mostly Godzilla figure like reviews and stuff like that. Awesome voice too. So he's definitely gonna be on there, so something to look forward to pretty soon.
You know what? You should check out too on Instagram. My man, Non-Artistic. He's incredible as well. He's a 112 scale collector, but he does like a lot of 112 scale figure photography as well.
Yeah,
So check him out. He's super dope. He is super dope, bro.
Dude, the name of the show, man, is gonna be perfect. I don't want to say because I don't know where to take it, but
it's gonna be
something funny, but it's gonna be perfect for the show.
Gotcha.
Oh, all right. Well, shit, man. I don't know what my outro is, so
what you got going on, Ann? You gotta say what you got going on.
What do I have going on? I don't know. Picard tomorrow. Saturday will be kind of interesting. I don't know what we're talking about exactly on Saturday night. I kind of suspect.
Let's talk about Meatloaf.
Meatloaf. I like Meatloaf. The singer or
the singer or the food? Yeah, I mean,
I love Meatloaf.
I want to talk about Meatloaf.
Oh, okay. Meatloaf is good
with some
but
fried cauliflower and bacon sauce on there. Oh my god!
The reason I say this,
I swear to God, the best part of doing these shows is catching you off guard by saying stupid shit.
I know. I'm just like, wait a minute, and I like overthink it. I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? The singer or the fucking food? Either way, it doesn't matter because we're not talking about fucking Meatloaf on Saturday.
I would do anything for.
Right, but yeah, but no, Saturday I'm gonna have Rob on. Burnett's coming back on Saturday.
Okay.
And I think I'm gonna have Aries on too. So it's kind of weird because I think what's gonna end up happening is we're probably gonna end up talking fucking Picard.
Yeah.
And a little bit of Mando. So because they're both,
I don't want to be on then. I don't want to be on then because I know how it's gonna end. Because Robert Burnett's gonna be excited about Picard, and
Harry's gonna be excited about Mando,
and I know, and it's gonna be a subterfuge because it's gonna be a lot of shit talking. I don't want to be in the middle of that, bro.
So
I'm just like, that's gonna be tough.
So I don't know. At the end of the day, I don't know how Saturday is gonna be, if that's what we're doing or not.
That's gonna be a civil war.
It may be. Yeah, it may be. But I will try to mediate as best as I can. As far as I don't want it to look like a this versus that
Battle
mentality.
Royale.
Just kind of a review, of they ended. Like, what did you guys think about the endings? That kind of stuff. Looking forward to whatever. So I guess that's gonna happen Saturday. So stay tuned on that one. We'll figure it out. We'll figure that one out. But and if anything drops, maybe we'll kind of go over a little bit of it or something. So. Anyway, guys, I guess we're out for the night. Peace out. Have fun. All that good stuff. And we'll see you next time. Later.